Oh. And last but not the very least, their fucking chat box. It's not perfect, but better than nothing. Just get that right here. And boom. You see, I'm using Streamlabs, you know. And Streamlabs has got to... Not Streamlabs, fucking Stream Elements. And Stream Elements has got to be, like, the worst, like, software when it comes to putting in the chat box. It's not as simple. Anyway, pardon the introduction. How are we all doing? It's been a while. I'll get some games up in a minute, but just want to wait for more people to come in. So, how are we doing? I've got a lot to talk about, me personally, and all that. Let's see. What, it's been like, how long's it been since I last streamed? The last stream I did, it was a Minecraft stream, but wasn't very happy with it, so stepped away from it for a while. What is that noise? Is it in the song? DTA2, what's up, my guy? You good? Ah, fuck, I turned off the music. Whoopsie fucking daisy. Here we go. So, what's been going on since I've been away? Haven't been online much. Oh, hang on. Here we go. We'll just move that here so I can see who's chatting. And your chat enters here. Your chat's right there, and you can see from you know, screen. But without further ado, I shall pick a game of my very own. James Nerdman, what's going on? How are you doing? How are we all doing, in fact? How are we all doing? I saw you on Critter a while ago. Did you? Yeah, that's what I used to make the shorts. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I plan on using that to make more content for Slapfog, you see. But I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about, like, you know, where to take this channel and what direction. I know it's not at its peak like it used to be, but I have 2 channels, and one of them is doing pretty well. And I know you're sick and tired of me sort of bragging about it, like humble bragging about it. I am a little bit, but I'm not. I swear. This is, the title of this live stream is, you know, updates and all that. So that's part of it. I think Graham might be dead. Still here, buddy, still here. Welcome to the stream. I'm not dead yet. So, because I've been thinking, because this channel isn't exactly at the peak as it used to be. you know, I tried everything to make this channel grow and all that stuff, and then I finally, you know, have a channel and it's doing all right. It's got me thinking about how I should approach content. I'm not like, you know, sidetracking from like what originally made me. I'm still, my legs are still planted into the ground and growing the roots, you know what I mean? I know where my roots come from. I'm not gonna, you know, abandon where I come from in that regard. Hell yeah, I've known the progress since like 2016, so it's kind of glad to see you using it as well. Yeah, because I think it'd just be a waste. But at the same time, it's like, with this channel, I tried everything I could to fucking, like, make it grow, but, not that I've quit, I just found something else that worked. The channel, my new channel is almost at 12k, which is insane. That's pretty fucking cool, that. But it's about like engagement and stuff like that I'm after. And what I come to realize when it comes to short form content and long form content is that while short form content is useful, you sort of attract people who have maybe a short attention span. Do you know what I mean? Whilst with long form content, that's if the content's good, it can turn a subscriber who might have a short attention span into a loyal subscriber. Do you know what I mean? So basically, throughout my content creating, how do I put this, you know, journey, put it like that, it's always been like constantly throwing things at the wall just to see what sticks and stuff. And what I've thought though is that even if this channel reached 1 million subscribers, who's to say I'd be in the same situation? Do you know what I mean? There's tons of channels that have reached massive success, and maybe because of controversy or changing for the worst, iDubbbz, they ruin their lives. They just ruin everything. They ruin their respect, their future, and all that. And that could cause your channel to be dead because no one respects you anymore. But on the other hand, it could just be circumstances. Something else might pop up in life, and you know, your channel's not as much of a priority anymore. It's just kind of like a, in a word, hobby. Laws of streaming, right? If you're 15 minutes late, you're legally classed as dead. Huh. Maybe. I'm somewhat against short form content. The media got so used to 5-minute or less videos that a 30-minute video gameplay is just boring to those people nowadays. Well, the problem with that is if you got like a commentary video with like CSGO gameplay, for example, everyone's doing it. The competition and the market for that is just, yeah, it does depend on the video, but the market on that is just, you know, so oversaturated. I try and stand out and all that type of stuff, do me best, like, but you know, it's just very, very oversaturated, the market, and everyone's like sort of doing it, like, you know, doing the sort of leafy type of thing, you know. So, I've been thinking about, like, again, I'm not trying to push my short form content on you. I'm only doing it because it fucking works. That's the reason. And I enjoy it to somewhat, but it doesn't feel as creatively fulfilling. I'll show you an example. And I think I've showed this before. Let me just get it up. Let me just... how do you work this thing? Is it? Oh, it's not that one. Hang on. It was, yeah, here we go. Display. Is it this one? Oh, no, hang on. Is it? Oh, silly fucking me. Hang on. Here we go. So, just want to show you really quick. Fail. Fucking... You see, when every time I type in the name, it always comes up with dogs. Fucking silly bastards. Okay. Here's my content right here, right? So, as you as you can see, one of them has 3.7 million views. The other one, 240. The other one, 17, and etc, etc. But at the same time, I don't feel satisfied. You know what I mean? It's a weird feeling. The videos there have got more views than my last channel ever did, but I just don't feel satisfied. Do you know what I mean? At first I felt pretty good about it, but it just felt like nothing. You know what I mean? It's a very... I'm grateful, but it's a very weird feeling at the same time. Like, to go from barely getting 1,000 views to getting fucking 3.7 million, and to have it feel like not really a big deal, like a meh kind of thing. It's weird. I know it sounds ungrateful, but that's just how I feel. Feels like everything has over 3 minutes, isn't it? Isn't as popular as what it used to be. Well, you know what they say, you know, I know it's such an over-exaggeration. Let me turn that down a bit. It's an over-exaggeration to say, you know, adapt or die, but it's true. It is true to that extent. I mean, with me, I'm not trying to be the jack of all trades when it comes to, you know, music or content or anything like that. If anyone has anything to say about that and said, I think you need to do this and that, I'll happily listen, because I know it makes me better. People want... Because I respect you guys to tell me and point me in the right direction, you know? Because you stuck around for all these years, so that's worth something. I've had videos that took me weeks to months in the making and had less than a standard of 5-minute videos. A standard of 5-minute videos of the dyslexia, mate, the dyslexia. Let me read it again slowly. I've had videos that took me weeks to months in the making and had less views than a standard 5-minute video of showing something that took about 5 hours to make. In my PVO, I don't mind that my views aren't really what I'm after in the case, just the pure creativity. Exactly, man. That's what it's all about. I mean, I've uploaded 2 songs to SoundCloud, right? And so far, I've had DJs reach out to me on Instagram saying, "Yo, I want to spin your shit," but I don't know, because I'm so like too much of a perfectionist sometimes when it comes to that. Not a perfectionist for say half a perfectionist, because not everything's perfect, but I get this paranoia that people are telling me what I want to hear rather than what I need to hear, you know? And that's maybe I'm not saying they're not being bootlickers, but I just don't know. Maybe it's just me. And with the content, it's the same with anything as well, with like making videos and stuff like that. Hey man, been watching you ever since 2020. Good to see you've grown, man. Thank you very much, Fletch Silver Solen. I can't Fetchling. And that thanks to me words, man. Thanks for tuning into the stream, Fetchling. Appreciate it. So that's what it's boiled down to, really. That's like, and it's not the fucking weed talking neither, if I'm smoking too much of it or anything like that. Sometimes I do smoke too much of it, but other times I just need to cut it back, because, you know, balance. It's balance at the end of the day. You know, in the words of Tupac, I need the weed to get me high to, you know, that's one of his words. I need the weed to get me high so I can, you know, whatever he said, so he can bust out rhymes and whatever he does, right? That's his philosophy about weed. And same with Bob Marley. He made like sort of like a cult religion, like called Rastafarian. And in his words, he said, the more you accept the way of the herbs, the more you accept the way of the Rasta, you know, that sort of thing. Smoking too much of what? Crack, mate. Another way to get popular is to just upload Family Guy clips with Subway Surf playing at the bottom. Yeah, that is. I've seen these like videos popping around, you know, of fucking Family Guy, and they're like live streams of AI voiced generated Family Guy live streams, where like I watched a bit of it and I thought, oh, this is my shit, this. This is fucking funny. I don't know what it is with YouTube's relationship and Family Guy, but there's so many re-uploads of Family Guy, and AI live streams of Family Guy. It's Family Guy here, Family Guy there. It's like a weird relationship with Family Guy and YouTube. Peter! Graham, what's up? It's been a good minute since I've been on here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Jake. Welcome to the live stream, lad. Yeah, so that's how I feel really about it. I could like make what I was thinking, because I don't know, it's like my old channel is has always been stagnant, and now my new channel is growing fucking rapidly, but now I'm in a position where I don't know what to juggle with, you know what I mean? Like 2 channels, 3 if you want to count the music channel. Um, so eventually I've got to make a choice, really. Either put all my eggs in the other channel, or do both. But at the same time, because I've put so many years into Graham Greydog, you know, I'm not gonna fucking do that. You heard about that apology video Miranda Sings? That's scary. No, I haven't seen it. Stick with the new channel that's blowing up. Yeah, I suppose. Use this for streams and that. Yeah, I'll see to that. Yeah, maybe I'll live stream on Slapvog as well. Test the waters as well. See what's up about that. You heard? No, I haven't seen the video. I didn't really care, to be honest. Oh, since I haven't watched it, we'll watch it on the live stream if you want. But maybe later. But yeah, I haven't seen the video. Just didn't really give a shit. So that's what's been going on, really. I mean, the Will Smith video I did on the old channel, remember that one? I'll get it up, actually. Just give us a minute. I've seen a clip of Mr. Beast on TikTok. And you know those stupid fucking Andrew Tate type videos with the hit the fucking gym type music and subtitles? Those obnoxious type of videos that are made by gay boys that keep dick riding Andrew Tate. Well, I saw one of those videos about Mr. Beast, and he said I could start a new channel without promoting it, without any assistance whatsoever, and I could grow it. And you know what? I believe him, because I managed to do it. I do believe him. I definitely agree with him there. She stares at the screen while playing a crappy ukulele song. Oh, a ukulele. A ukulele. Just hang on a minute. Just give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Just had to go to the bog for a bit. I think she's a genius. She knew what she was doing and played us. Yeah. So, did it go like this? Hang on. Let's just turn this off. Did it go like this? Did it go like this? Soz, 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 soz. Soz, 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 soz. Is that how the apology went? I haven't seen. I'm honest to God, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. But you know what? One in the chat if we should watch it, since I haven't seen it. I am being serious. I did not fucking care. I've seen people talk about it, but I did not care about this apology. So, one in the chat for me to watch it, you know, fresh eyes. And if you put one in the chat, we'll watch it. 2, nah. And more lies. Yeah, pretty much exactly that with the soz. Alright. We'll watch it. Hang on, let me get that apology video. Now, I know that apology videos are like, supposedly... You forgot the part where she mentions the toxic gossip. Again, I haven't seen it. So I don't know what most of you are talking about. Honest. I am not lying. This is my first time watching it. Okay, let's see. Miranda. Here we go. Worst apology. Hi. Here we go. Oh, fuck off. It's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. Do I have to watch? Do I have to? Don't fucking say I don't do things for you guys. Alright, let's watch it. Go on.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, as long as it's entertaining to you. Right?
I'll stop now.
Fun. All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. 'Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
I am not having fun. It's been a minute in and these lyrics are trash. Voice is alright, it's just the lyrics are terrible.
Hi everyone. I've been wanting to...
And the execution. Singing voice is okay, but lyrics and execution is cringe.
come online and talk to you about a few things.
I don't really want to know. My chat forced me to do it.
Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say. So.
Oh, don't fucking sing it. You're not gonna. She's not gonna sing for 10 minutes. No song in history is 10 minutes. Longest fucking song I can think of is Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's 6. And they wouldn't let Freddie play fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. He has to go to a private DJ to get it out. But no. She is not gonna play this for 10 minutes. Please. What is she apologizing about anyway?
And today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen.
Hold on.
Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way.
You're doing it right now, honey. This is not it, honey. This is not it. You don't play a ukulele and sing an apology, man. You're giving Elvis a bad name. You know, if you want to go apologize with a ukulele, go to Hawaii.
I was just trying to be besties with everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, you know, and there's a weird aunt there who keeps coming up to you and going like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, "Ugh." That was me. In group chats with my fans. It was weird. I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior, and I kept it. But that's not very...
That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. See, I can do it too. Fucking ukulele apologist. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. I'm playing it deliberately bad. But now, that was terrible. Enough of that. I'm just getting a bit carried away there.
Very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic.
Oh my fucking god, is she still... I'm skimming through this video, lad.
Manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist. Anyway,
she's still fucking playing it.
Oh, I made a fart joke.
Alright. I can't watch all this, man. It's too much. Just put down the ukulele and talk. What do you... I don't even know what she's apologizing about. Is this even an apology vid?
Oh. Yeah, I had some fun.
No, I didn't. I'm bouncing, lad. Oh, that was terrible. That was fucking awful. What the hell was that? What the hell did you guys make me fucking watch? That was single-handedly the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. It's a good thing I have quite a bit of pessimism when it came to YouTube, because it saved me the fucking trouble of watching it. You lot are the you lot. You lot. She had a WhatsApp group full of kids and was sexual towards them. She had some of them, her underwear and that, talked about her bad marriage to kids. What? She talked... Fucking hell, I wish she talked to me like that. I got a ukulele as well. Look. Can you hear it? It's right there. I've got a fucking ukulele as well. I paid, what, 50 fucking spondoolies for it. A lot of them in the music industry, in the film industry. I always thought she was creepy. What's with the big lips and stuff? I don't know. What the hell was that anyway? I am not watching the whole fucking video. 10 minutes. Are you fucking... Was that even an apology video? What the hell was that? One in the chat if that was it, if that was a good reaction. One in the chat if that was a good reaction. See, I told you guys, I was telling the truth. I have never watched this until now. That was fucking awful. That was fucking awful. More like gaslighting a bit. Oh boy. That. Words cannot describe how bad that was. So, to get that, let me get this straight. -1. Oh, fuck off. Thank you, though. Honestly, though, to catch me up to speed a bit, let me get this straight. She got caught being a pedo, and she's apologizing with a ukulele, basically. Cancel culture gets people to do such stupid, fucked up things, man. You know, you just don't do that and make it worse. My sister used to watch her. I don't know how I never got a tumor when she made me watch her. You got good genetics and a good immune system to resist the cringe, James Nerd Man. Answered your question. My fucking word, was that fucking... What an experience that was. Someone's messaged me on WhatsApp. So, just messaging him now. Yeah, basically. Okay. Wow. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say to that. Should we watch another apology video? I've got one in mind. Let's watch one that I am familiar with. Since we're on an apology video roll, I've got one. What apology video should we watch then? One more apology video and I'm done with the apology video shit for now. God, what a fucking traumatic event. World War fucking II fails in comparison. The fucking bombies that bombed our chippies are maggots compared to that apology video. Christ above. Christ above, holier than never thou. Okay. One in the chat for another apology video. What apology video, though? Hang on. Logan Paul, he's so sorry, bro. I don't understand how people can't make a proper apology video or just ignore trolls. Low 1. Alright. I've got someone else in mind, though, instead of Logan Paul, though. Nah, fuck it. Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Apology. Here we go. Alright, I've got him up. Here he is. Rogan Balls right here.
Severe.
Hold on.
And continuous lapse in my judgment.
Why are the captions translating from English to Arabic? Ah, fuck it, we'll put it there for effect.
And I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
Go on.
So what we came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned. And the reactions you saw on tape were raw, they were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or how to feel.
Yeah, we knew how to feel. Stop licking your lips. There's no fucking dessert in front of the camera.
I should have never posted the video. I should have put the cameras down. And
you should have not scratched your ass or wore a fucking Toy Story hat. You shouldn't have, you shouldn't... Imagine saying you shouldn't have done the wits and whats and the hows and the whens over the idea that you're walking into a fucking forest named the Japanese Suicide Forest. Oh, I shouldn't have filmed there.
Stopped recording what we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that...
This is not an apology that was sincere. This was an apology that was a just-in-case plan. This was a just-in-case apology. Because he knew what he was doing. He exactly knew what he was doing. But the fame, money, and attention got the better of you. And you wanted to be as angsty and as, how do I put it, line-crossing as possible. You knew exactly what you were doing.
From the bottom of my heart, I am sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide.
This video's giving me mental illness, so apologize to me.
But most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim.
I'm the victim now, so apologize to me. I had to watch this fucking video.
And his family.
Again.
For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't.
I'll defend your actions, Logan Paul. I'll defend them. Wait. How do I do that? Oh yeah, I made 2 videos. That was defending your actions.
They do not deserve to be defended.
Yes, you did. You did nothing wrong, Logie Boo. You did nothing wrong. It's okay. Your actions are justified. You did nothing wrong, Yogi Boo. You did nothing wrong. Why don't you sit in the corner quietly and drink your prime out of a pacifier?
The goal with my content is always to entertain, to push the boundaries, to be all-inclusive.
Oh, at least he admits it.
In the world I live in,
all-inclusive. I mean, dead people is a good idea, but the wrong execution, Logan. Try again.
Share almost everything I do. The intent is never to be heartless, cruel.
I mean, yelling "it's insane, bro," where the fucking chirpy birds can hear you. You know, that does come across as a little heartless. Like, I've seen that video a while back. I went on the archives and watched what do you call it? The original video in its entirety, intact, and it was worse than I remembered. I even tried to find an uncensored version, but it was the original upload in its entirety, and I was laughing my ass off through most of it. But when it got to the body part, I was like, oh shit, that is, even it's made me feel uncomfortable. That was fucking worse than I remember. Holy, ugh.
Or malicious.
And it was on YouTube for like 9 days. 9 fucking days, lad. How could a video like that be on the second most viewed website in the entire world be on for that long?
Like I said, I made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself. And I promise to be better.
How's that going?
I will be better. Thank you.
Well, I'm not watching anything else from you anyway, so no. Oh, that's enough for the apology videos for now. Let's see what the chat is saying. Yes, the fake crying. His eyes, he looks like he's under a spell. He's probably filmed this long before the video, so he could use this when it gets into controversy. Yeah, exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing, but he prepared an apology video just in case of any backlash or anything going wrong. You know why you form a plan B? In case something goes wrong. And that's exactly why he made that apology. He knew exactly what he was doing. It's not a big deal. My PR team say to me, hey, if you walk into the forest like a jackass and start being a shithead in there, going, whoa, bro, this fucking body man, it's insane, bro, he fucking himself, then the PR team could be like, nah, just in case you do that, have an apology video on the reload. That way you can fire one just in case it all goes tits up. That's what happened. It's very fake, LA and YouTube LA type people. So I'm not surprised. Don't worry, he has logic from another universe. We know nothing about it. Clearly he's a great inspiration, alien artist. Why didn't he apologize for ruining Toy Story though? That's the thing that pisses me off. Forget about everything else. Why didn't he apologize for bastardizing Toy Story? I mean, the fucking alien hat. I can't watch that without thinking about the fucking forest video. So, not that I watch Toy Story religiously, you know what I mean? But when I want to reminisce from my childhood, because everyone's seen fucking Toy Story, you know what I mean? I can't fucking watch the film and not envision Logan Paul's stupid face in the movie now. I still stand by that. Any Toy Story. Any Toy Story. Any. Toy Story. I remember before he went into the forest, he was seen as a nice, mature, and responsible person just because he's not Jake. I thought that as well, but again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's a saying for a reason. Both of them shared the same mentality. Again, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, after that Woods video, he's seen as big of a negative light as Jake. Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched Logan Paul's content at all. Last time I seen him, he was talking about being a cunt to a guy who was religious. Now, the last time I talked about that, I was a little bit mad, but I'm a bit more calm now. I just think his religious point of view, you know, the atheist point of view is very uneducated, I think. I think religion, at least in my opinion, you know, is backed up a lot by very strong coincidences. Now, let me explain. What are the chances of me being born, right, and being baptized as a kid? I don't think an atheist can explain that. Oh, that's just luck. That's just this. That's just that. Yeah, but I never chose it. I never chose to be brought into this fucking world. Like, everyone else has that same opinion. So, you know. Hold on, I got a message on stream. I've tried it. Alright, it's alright, I mean. Oh, Prime. I never tried Prime. I never tried it. And I don't think I will. I talked to some people in my local area about Prime, and they were charging the bastard energy drinks for like £8. You know what I mean? I've never seen as much extortion as fucking Prime in me life. Like, it's not the fault of KFC and Rogan Balls. It's that people that were buying it, they were buying it and reselling it for a higher price. And it was weird. You know, it's like, who the fuck's gonna buy liquid and sugar for like £8 fucking? Prime is the main drink sold as Arsenal Stadium. I couldn't get away from it. Yeah, there's a lot. You know what's weird though is that like there's a lot of it. It's £2 everywhere now. Yeah, the hype sort of died down in a way. The hype sort of died down. Hang on. I never tried Prime neither. I don't do energy drinks in general. I've had a couple of sips of Rockstar and that's it. Yeah, me too. I'm on the same page as that. Hold on, let's get the music up. Where's the song? Ah, here it is. Prime isn't really an energy drink for the most part. Yeah, it's true. Oh yeah, I was talking about I forgot what I was about to say because I got distracted from all the apology video aids. I was gonna bring up a video I did, and I don't, just for the record, I don't want to really do animation. However, I do want to do sort of a shorter form, right? Maybe. Not gonna give too much away. But like sorry. This was I was talking about the YouTube channels before and juggling the two between each other. And the only video that really gave my channel second wind was this one. So I was thinking of doing something similar, but not too similar. I mean, this one's actually quite short, actually. Hang on, I'll play it right now. This was the video. This was the video right here. This one gave my channel a bit of second wind. It gave like 13k. 33,000k, right? 33,000. So I was thinking of like on a new channel, maybe doing something similar to this, but shorter. Not in short videos, but like in a long form video format, but a little bit like this. Well, I'll watch it anyway. since it's like been over a year since this happened. And fun fact, this happened on my birthday, the Will Smith thing. No hair. Wife with no hair. That wasn't very funny, Willie. That wasn't very funny, Willie.
Uh-oh, Richard!
Keep my wife's name out your beautiful fucking mouth! Oh, I'm not watching that again. So, that video was the first video to give my second channel a bit of a push that it needed, but I wasn't happy with doing this long term, you know what I mean? Because animation's a pain in the ass. I was just thinking of like doing it like shorter, in long form, I mean. But we'll see. Right now I'm just having fun with this, really. Hang on. Hold on. Sorry about that. I don't want to like create any dead air. One in the chat. One in the chat if you want me to play something, just to do that. I'll probably fucking do it anyway, but you know. Yeah, I think I'll go play something. Oh, talking about Prime, this off topic. I'm hyped this year. Amazon sells finally getting myself a high-end PC with new components. Oh, well done, dude. I've seen it on Discord. And by the way, anyone who hasn't joined in the chat that hasn't joined me Discord server yet, you're missing out. You are missing out, lad. You are. Let me see if I can get the link. I'm gonna promote my Discord, shameless plug, because why the hell not? What the hell? I always keep forgetting how to do this. Fucking hell. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, my God. You know what? I'll just put just trying to see. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just trying to look for the fucking, because Discord's a fucking maze. Where'd you get the link? Oh, not the name, the link to the server, fucker. Server settings overall. No. Oh my god. I did it last time, and because I haven't done it in a while, I haven't fucking... Invite people. Ugh. Can't fucking find it. Come on. Oh my fucking days. Oh my fucking days. This is fucking stupid. Fuck. Fight people. Maze. Service settlements. Fight people. I've been a fan of yours for quite some time. It's wonderful to see you in real time. Jazzy Beth, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you too. This is so fucking obnoxious, man. Why can't I find a way to link my fucking server? Again. Come on. Ugh. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm making sure that there's no fucking dead air. So I'm just gonna keep yammering nonsense until like I figure out this fucking Discord shit again. How to Discord, how to copy Discord server link. Okay. Oh, here we go. Thank you, thank you. Here, I didn't send it in chat. Thanks. Thank you very much, thank you very much to, DTA2. He sent me my own Discord link, so here you go. There it is. Here's my Discord link. We have a lot of fun over there. Fucking hell, man. Next time I need to send my Discord link, I'll just go in the DM. Anyway, now that that's over, let's, I think I'll fucking play a game or something. I've got one in mind. I haven't played this before, but I heard it's pretty good. Hang on a sec, just gonna get it up now. It'll let me. Here we go. Oh, this is perfect here. Just have it. Oh, this is perfect. Well, firstly, I'm gonna go on. It better be Roblox. No, it's Silent Hill. I told you. I mean, I am gonna do Roblox eventually, but my problem with Roblox is that I actually tried. Signing in is a bitch. I don't know what it is, but signing in is a bitch. It's like the most overly complicated way to sign in, and it's making me look stupid because signing in should be easy. So it's not a case of broken fucking promises, but it's a case of why can't it just be simple? Everyone says Roblox is a virus or a Trojan horse, but I don't think that was initially the case. Maybe. The reason I wanted to play Roblox was to entertain, but every time, I swear to God, I swear on my life, in the last stream, the reason why I streamed Minecraft, streamed Minecraft because it was a good substitute for Roblox. That's the truth. But Roblox is such a bitch to sign in. I swear. I'll figure it out, don't get me wrong, I'm not making excuses, but a sign-in should not be that fucking difficult. Has anyone ever put up with a problem like that where you're supposed to sign in and it's just overcomplicated? Like normally most sites or whatever requires a sign-in, it's simple. Email, password, maybe a 2 verification step, and that's it. By the way, there's a launcher for Roblox, so you don't have to sign in anytime if you want to launch a link. Yeah, send me the launcher link. And anything to make it easier. I won't be doing it this stream, but because I haven't got a fucking clue how to operate it yet, and you know, I don't want to be like, oh, hang on a minute, I'm making a mistake there. So,
hey, wait!
If I'm gonna stream Roblox, I'm gonna do it right. And I heard there's like multiplayer on it, where other people can be invited and we can fuck each other up and all that. So it will make for some fun user interaction as well for the stream. But it's like Roblox is just a pain in the ass to get into. But let's see if you got the link then. If I got a link for Roblox. Oh, still waiting on it. So I suppose you go this way. Here we are. Oh, here we go. Fucking hell, what's going on there? Oh, I'm not supposed to go around that. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much, DTA2. Alright, let's have a look. Roblox launcher. You know what? No one, even when I looked up the YouTube videos to install it, none of those fuckers told me that you needed a launcher. Here we go. Alright, I'll tell you what. If I need any help, I'll contact you on Discord to install Roblox, but at the moment, this game's a bit slow, innit? Let's try something else. But at the moment, I want to be able to, like, set it up offline, so I get familiar with it, because I've not played Roblox in my life. So, in fact, Roblox has been like my most requested game to play on the stream, and I promise you I'll deliver it, but I want to get familiar with it. So, there's that. Anyway, let's have a look. I think instead I'll watch some videos. I have an idea. You know what? I've got an idea. I've got a treat for you. I'm gonna react to some video collabs I've been in. I think that'll be a good idea for a stream while we wait for Roblox. How about that one? That's a good one. I think I've got just the one. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Videos that I've been in. Hold on, it has to be we'll have a bit of a laugh. We shall have a bit of a laugh. Oh, actually, I've got something better. I've heard about not just the apology video being bad, but how a certain creator has fallen off like really, really bad. I'm back. Oh, okay, James. I was thinking. Let's have a look. Let's see. No, not that one. Fucking hell. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to get one of them up now. Do I feel like getting it up? Just trying to see which ones I was in. Fucking hell. Didn't he unlist them or something? I found that the M&M Raisin for Wheat is at stores that you talked about on the Blame It On George video. Oh, Blame It On George. One in the chat if you want to watch the Blame It On George video I was in. That's a good one. YouTube is censoring me. YouTube is fucking garbage, mate. It's not like what it used to. YouTube's fucking trash. It's ran by fucking buffoons and apes and fucking mentally ill weirdos. they're making good decisions lately, but some things just don't change. One in the chat if we should watch a Blame It on George video that was in. I might contact him. I might contact him. Judging by your accent, I assume you are British, but it's actually Rish because you drink all the tea. I do. I've drained its supply. I actually smoke weed with tea. That's how British I am. I don't smoke it with tobacco. Tetley tea. British. 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 A lot of the Yanks think that we talk all posh, and it's not the case. Oh, Esquire. In fact, let's break that misconception. We do not like the upper class. The Northerners in Britain don't like the upper class at all. They fucking hate us. The posh hate us Northerners. That's why you had the Tocky riots back in 81. It wasn't a war on wages. It was war on races. It was a war on wages. You know, Margaret Thatcher in 81 brought out. This was before I was born, by the way. Not that old. But she brought out taxes that affected the working class in Britain in 81. And that's why you got things like the Toxteth riots in Liverpool and all that stuff. So that's further proof that we do not get along with our government. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see. But what video, though? Honestly, I forgot which one I was in. Okay, this one I did in 2018. I'll message him and just let him know that I'm streaming a video that we were in. And maybe if he responds, I might get him on call if he's up for it. Alright, here we go. This is the video I was in. We'll watch the whole thing, so here we go. This was the video I was in. Yeah, I keep broken record me. I keep saying that. But without further ado, let's watch.
The 90s was the decade of attitude, and nobody had more attitude than Sonic the Hedgehog. Created to be the exact opposite of Nintendo's Mario, Sonic was fast, cool, and in your face. And for a while, kids just ate it up. And other game companies took note. And where there's success, there's always going to be imitators. And
just to be clear, though, I was reading off a script that George gave me, so I read what I said the things he wanted to say for him, basically, but in my own way. But when this video came out, a lot of people in the comments were just like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? I love him and all that stuff. I had some detractors, of course, because I feel like looking back at this video, I sort of like changed the vibe a little bit of the video, because George is a very smooth talking commentator, was I, you know. I come from like sort of the content where it's comedic, so it's like combining the best of both worlds in a way.
And where there are imitators,
I mean, for fuck's sake, I made jokes about shitting outside of Tesco's and implying that that's like a reaction video. So to put that in a video like this, it's quite a bizarre concept.
there are always going to be pretty lame ones. So today, we're going to be looking at 10 of the lamest 90s mascots that time tried to forget.
Awesome, awesome, kick-factor machine on spot.
I'm awesome.
There comes a point where a trope reaches its peak. Just can't get any worse than this. Awesome Possum Kicks Dr. Machino's Butt was a game released in 1993 on the Genesis and Master Drive by Tengen. The game is a totally radical, educational game. Yeah, Awesome Possum is full of environmental activist elements with fun activities such as picking up bottles and answering questions about the environment. Like most games on this list, Awesome Possum is a blatant...
I'm quite mad at the US government myself. I mean, who isn't? Who the fuck isn't? I mean, I'm not you know, American, obviously, of course not, but like I empathize with me brothers across the pond, you know what I mean? Because but you fuckers have Biden. How the hell can no other country around the world can't empathize about that? Hydro India, welcome to the stream, mate. I am so goddamn late. Alright, I'm gonna...
Sonic ripoff, with the main character himself speeding through the levels and fighting a bad scientist who makes robots and fucks the planet
Excuse
up.
me. So yeah, I feel real... I'm not getting political here, but like, I know that feeling. I mean, everybody hates Biden. I mean, the amount... Oh, there's one video I watched. I'll get back to this in a minute, but there's one video I watched that had me in hysterics. Just give me a minute and I'll get back to watching it. Me and me dad watched it a couple weeks back and we were in hysterics watching this. This was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Ever.
President Biden stumbled and fell today at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation. The White House said that at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation.
Way!
The White House said at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation. The White House said at the U.S. Air Force Academy graduation.
Look at that fucking nosedive, though.
The White House says that he is fine, that he was on stage greeting the graduates, and that when he turned to go back to his seat, he tripped over a sandbag. He was helped up. Says graduation. Graduation. The White House says that he.
All right. That's enough of that. Yeah, I was laughing my head off at that. That was the most hysterical thing I have ever seen, like a public figure do, ever. It's like, wow. Anyway.
The game's main claim to fame was its annoying voice acting.
I changed my username. I used to be Sketch Freak. Oh. Everyone do the flop, I know. You see that nosedive though? That was like fucking plane crash, you know what I mean? Ah, kid.
But even Bubsy beat him to the punch before that, so it really has nothing going for it. The funny thing about Awesome Possum is that they would have done a better job saving the environment if they didn't even bother making the game.
Oh, that's brutal, that.
Given all the boxes and instruction manuals printed out for this game, Crappy Games Wiki did find one redeeming quality in the game. However, you do actually kick Dr. Machino's butt at the end of the game, so at least the title wasn't lying.
Awesome Possum kicks Dr. Machino's butt. I'm awesome.
And action. Was that like a climate change message or something in the video game?
He may be small, but he's a big pain for his enemies. The same goes for his audience. Bug is a bug. What kind of bug? I don't know. The game doesn't say. He's green and's got long feelers and wings, so you'd think that he's a cricket or something. But he's also got a stinger like a bee. So, what is he? Who knows? Who cares? We've got one-liners to listen to. Appearing on the Sega Saturn in 1995, Bug was an actor in Hollywood looking for his big break, which comes in the form of a lead role in a film called...
Something tells me he's... If you got the move on uppers in Hollywood, something tells me that he's a paedophile. this guy there, the one with the necklace. He's fucking the video game equivalent to Harvey Weinstein, maybe.
Bug. The game was your standard side-scrolling platformer with the ability to kill your enemies by jumping on their heads. The thing that set it apart were the 3D levels that allowed the player to go in any direction they wanted. Since Bug is a sly, eyebrow-raising, sleazy Hollywood type, it's only natural that he'd be spouting annoying one-liners at every chance he got, including every time he kills an enemy. Despite aging poorly and being among the most annoying mascots ever made, Bug was actually pretty popular back in the day. Popular enough to almost get a TV series made. This fell through naturally, but it's entirely possible that Bug would have been around much longer than he initially was. In fact, Steven Spielberg himself even said, "This is the character. This is the character that is gonna do it for the Saturn." At CES
Steven Spielberg says a lot of things, though.
in January 1995. He was wrong, of course, but it's still insane to think that a character this lame could instill such an insane amount of hope in people. Looking further back into the history of Bug, it's easy to see where people got its hope from. Bug was not just a Sonic ripoff. He was actually Sonic himself at one point. In its earliest stages, Bug was planned to be a sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog proposed by Real-Time Associates and Sega of America. However, Sega of Japan learned of the project and shot it down immediately. They gathered the remains and created Bug, the savior of the Sega Saturn.
Just for the record, I know I read the script for the video, but I've not heard half of these games. By the way, this was like before my fucking time, to be honest with you.
Too bad it was dead in the water as soon as the N64 came out.
Taken at face value, your diet routine seems to have gotten brown. Why not come out of the shadow and...
I do like these 90s and 80s commercials, the adverts that they used to play. There's something creative about them though. Now ads are just fucking annoying. I can't watch YouTube without being harassed by, "Granny, I got the job! She's got the job!" Or, here's another one. That's the common one. That's the fucking common one. You know what I mean? And then there's the other one. "I've got a Google Pixel. I've got a Google Pixel." Fucking... And you know what sucks as well? I don't know if you see me on Discord, but on Discord, I've I fucking was talking about getting monetized. I almost had the ad program. Do you know what I mean? The partnership program for Slapfog, my new channel. And at first I was like, yeah, get in, finally, some fucking money from the channel. But then all of a fucking sudden they told me that I was using reused content, and I had to make a fucking video explaining to them that it's not reused content. One in the chat if I should show you the video. I've got the video. I'll show you the video if you'd like. But after this one. It was basically, the video was explaining that what the channel was about. That's it. And they still rejected me, saying it's reused content. Oh my fucking... Does anyone with a brain work at youtube.com? You'll know what I mean when you watch the video. We'll watch this.
And into the light of Diet 7-Up.
Cool Spot first appeared in 1987 as the official mascot of 7-Up. While he appeared in many advertisements for the soft drink, many people remember him thanks to his venture into video games. This fucking circle had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 video games.
It all comes full circle, doesn't it?
4 fucking video games.
That's because he was popular, dude. He was fucking killing it. He was smashing it, wasn't he? it comes full circle.
All
He looks like a checker piece, so he's making fucking sweet moves, moving on up, sort of thing.
4 games were developed by Version Interactive, which no longer exists. Unlike most characters on this list, Coolspot thankfully cannot talk. We don't have to listen to one-liner after one-liner. All we get is little high-pitched
Should have got me to voice him. Bring him back, and I'll voice him.
squeaking noises, which is rather surprising as that goes against the stereotypical cool and edgy approach. 2 of Spot's games were not initially his own, but were actually just rebranded ports of pre-existing.
I mean, they're just shoving strikes down my throat for videos that are months or years old. Why are they doing that though? Why are the videos fine for over a why? Let me get my composure for a minute. Why is it that videos that are half a decade old, all of a sudden a problem? I don't understand that. I don't get it. The Musical.ly video I did for 7 years ago, which is hard to believe, 7 fucking years ago, was one of my favourite videos. YouTube took it down 7 years later for harassment and bullying. What harassing and bullying? A fucking web app that doesn't exist anymore. Some people at YouTube need to lighten the fuck up.
Games. Spot the Cool Adventure was a Game Boy port of the McDonald's game McKids, and Spot the video game was a rebranded version of the game Infection. While Cool Spot himself isn't that lame, it's painfully obvious that he was meant to be the most radical dot in advertising thanks to his design. Cool Spot was never seen again after 1997, leaving 7-Up without the one thing that set them apart, a mascot. They now live on in the background, forever to be seen as the soda you'll only drink at a restaurant if they don't have Sprite or Sierra Mist.
If you had jalapeno...
Oh no. Here, I'm up next. Here we go. What do I have to say about this lovely gentleman's ass?
And beans for every meal.
Is he taking a dump?
You'd have an atomic butt blast too. Booger Man for Sega Genesis.
While the 90s was littered
Hey, here I am.
with attitude and cool characters, let's not forget that it's also a decade of edgy and grossed out humour. This is the same decade that gave us characters such as Mega Babies and
One of the biggest complaints I've got was I talk too slow. That was one of the complaints. But here's the thing. When people tell me I talk too slow, there's a lesson in confidence when it comes to presenting yourself, and one of the lessons is someone has not got confidence in themselves when they speak too little or too fast. I talk slow and take my time because that's how I do it. You know what I mean? That shows that, not that I'm bragging about myself, fuck off, of course not, but when people talk slow and take their time, it shows that they're calm. So I don't know why that's a criticism.
the brother grunts. But after all, it only makes sense that game companies would try to cash in on the success.
But then again, people got the attention span of a gnat, so can't blame them.
Of grossed out humour with their own take on it, in the form of yet another incredibly crap mascot, and that mascot is none other than Boogerman. He has an alter ego who goes by the name Snotty Ragsdale, and his goal is to save the world from pollution. God. To achieve this, he goes through toilet after toilet, ending up in different worlds made of shit. Yep, your typical 90s gross out game in a nutshell. I mean, for fuck's sake, he literally digs through shit to find power-ups.
No, he wasn't digging through shit, he was trying to polish a turd.
Come on, who does that, fictional or not?
You speak faster than the people that read at my school, then half of the class, and they finally finish reading the page. Yeah, but this is a live stream. This is a commentary video. So, I do talk fast, of course I do. I'm not saying I don't, but what I'm saying is, even if I think I'm talking fast, still there's people that think I talk slow, and it's just, if you think the speed I'm talking now is slow, then they've got fucking ADD, I swear. Nothing wrong with ADD, because ADD, well, gets you to do stuff, but when it comes to listening to someone talking, you're like, oh, hurry up. It's like, oh, fuck off.
The gameplay was decent, but it wasn't noteworthy enough to stick around and turn anything worthwhile. Guess kids just weren't really interested in playing as a disgusting old man that claws through shit. It just goes to show you.
What's the character's age? Isn't he like 45 and he's like digging through shit?
That developers sometimes just don't have.
That's a life to live.
A fucking clue. Boogerman led dormant for years until 2013, where creators Mike Strangey and Chris Tremel.
Again, I had no idea who these people were. I was just reading from a script. In fact, it was George that edited the video.
Launched a shitty Kickstarter campaign for a next-gen HD sequel.
For those of you that aren't familiar with the game,
how much?
How
much? 40 grand. I don't think you need $375,000 to bring something like that back. That does not look like the original game did not look like it cost that much to make, even back then.
Next-gen HD sequel.
For those of you that aren't familiar with the game, it's a platform game where you play as the superhero Boogerman. In order to defeat your enemies, you use your super-powered bodily functions and fluids to do things like pick, flick,
hawk loogies,
burp,
and fart your way through a disgusting world known as Dimension Excrement.
What would these two taken to come up with that? There is no way on the Milky Way galactical fucking stratosphere of the cosmos that they did this game sober. There is no way.
Roughly 5 years ago, Mike and I started talking about a Boogerman remake. Unfortunately, at the time, it wasn't really feasible for us to go off and develop the game on our own, as making games can be pretty expensive.
Now with Kickstarter and your support, it's now...
Yeah, that's what they always say, isn't it? They always say that games are expensive, and they are, but you'd be surprised how many people these days can make a game with a very little budget that end up making fucking millions.
A possibility.
I don't mean to knock a guy trying, but come on. That alone that number should be alone to make a game.
Oh shit. Perhaps the world just wasn't ready for Boogerman in HD, and perhaps it will never be.
Maybe I'll bring it back. One in the chat if I should develop this game and make it, well, not me, but if I should voice the character and take it in a new direction. Do that.
This one is just ugly. Somehow its design is even more aesthetically displeasing than Boogerman. Rocky Rodent is a rather obscure game released for the Super Nintendo in 1993 by Irem. They don't really have a notable catalog of games.
Let's have a look at the character. I can see where Crash Bandicoot got its look from.
Released for the Super Nintendo in 1993.
More expensive feeding people than keeping the computer running. Yeah. A guy in Japan who doesn't even live in his apartment made a game.
By Irem. They don't really.
I don't think it would. I don't know.
Really have a notable catalog.
I don't know. Look, I'm not a game developer. I don't know the first thing about programming. I'll make the fucking soundtrack to a game if someone wants for the right price and voice it, but that's as far as I can go.
Games. We've got stuff like Hammer and Harry and Kung Fu Master. Now, Rocky is a rodent, obviously. What kind of rodent? Well, who can really say? But, get this, he can also run really fast.
He's a rodent with a fucking dreadlock.
Now, where have I heard that one before? Probably Pikachu. Now, to be fair, the gameplay isn't entirely focused on his speed, but rather his ever-changing hairstyles that grant him special abilities. The game follows Rocky.
What happens if he goes bald?
As he tries to save a restaurant owner's daughter from the mob, as cartoon mascots usually do. Thankfully, Rocky doesn't speak or have any dumb one-liners. His edginess and cool attitude comes from his ugly appearance and blatant attempt to rip off Sonic the Hedgehog. The problem with a lot of these games is that there are good ideas for games in there, but the developers slapped a mascot with an attitude on the front of them, hoping that it would sell more with it. Ironically, the mascots were the thing that caused the games to fall into obscurity. There's a reason nobody remembers Rocky Rodent. Not even a real reason to hate him. He's not annoying or unbearable. He's just forgettable. And in the end, isn't that kind of worse?
This trip took us to Lake Como, Italy. We reserved our EV rental car. Pickup was seamless. We visited Bellagio, Ono Beach, and Varenna. It was magical. In between stops, we powered up at charging stations along our route. Then we were back on the road, where we discovered even more breathtaking...
Enough with the ad.
So they whisked me away to Interrogation 101. They play rough. Start giving me the business.
Just a minute. I'm going to message George right now. Just let him know that I'm watching his video on stream. If he doesn't reply, that's fine. But just give me a second. Where is he? Here he is. Hang on a second. I wouldn't be surprised if I was. Imagine the hair is made out of metal. Yeah, hair made of metal. That'd be something. Alright, won't be long now. Just messaging him. Hey, I'm watching it. Alright, almost done. Alright, sending the message now. Hold on, where the hell is it? Okay, let's continue to... Here it is.
I give a little back.
Gex the Gecko is the staple James Bond parody character of 90s video games. Suave, rich, and incredibly lame by today's standards. Despite being based after James Bond, they certainly took some creative liberties, such as him being...
The word based is a slang I keep hearing an awful lot lately. It's a good slang too.
Being a gecko and having a ungodly amount of one-liners.
Welcome to the jungle! Hey, Scoob! Let's get back to the mystery van! What do you mean Darth Vader's my father?
Looks like someone had too much chili at Wendy's.
Looks like Beetlejuice threw up.
Me, Gex, you, Jane. I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Hey, look! SNL!
All this because of Rosebud?
We've lost visual cancer. That's as much fun as being Mike Tyson's cellmate on Valentine's Day.
I have no idea about half of these references mean.
Holy shit. Most of those kids probably don't even know what half those references even meant.
I'm one of them.
Over the course of the series, Gex became more and more of a horn dog, and eventually, by Gex 3, became more...
I do know that's a Clint Eastwood reference. I'm a huge fan of spaghetti westerns like Red Dead Redemption and... what else? Red Dead Redemption, Good and Bad the Ugly, all that.
More and more of a horn dog, and eventually, by Gex 3, he became more interested in sex than TV.
My big, strong Gexy has done it again. Love those bulging biceps.
These biceps are just the beginning, my fair maiden. Speaking of bulging... Did I just say that out loud?
Yeah.
The attitude towards sex seemed different in the 90s than it is now. It's like, back then it's like cheesy pickup liners, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, you got big strong arms and all that. But now it's like, I don't know, they're more direct.
Yeah, I'm afraid you did.
Like on Twitter, you know, they're just direct.
I'm a bad boy.
There's no subtlety anymore. Debauchery.
And just
debauchery has changed. It went from being subtle to being direct.
Started quoting mostly Austin.
It's debauchery because she wants to have sex with a fucking snake.
Powers.
Let's get ready for the ultimate gecko weapon, baby! Yeah!
Despite being kind of lame and annoying at times, Gex has been held in high regard by many gamers and has become a cult classic over the years. Many fans even petitioned him to be included in the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. This, of course, never happened because he's lame, but the future of Gex isn't all doom and gloom.
it's not very fucking nice.
In 2015, Square Enix announced that it will allow the developers to create a new game based on some old Eidos IPs, including Gex. So, who knows? Maybe Gex will show up again someday. Then he can make shitty references to movies like The Avengers or the Emoji Movie.
I've got a reference. I guess you could say, Biden. Joe Biden. Oh, speaking of which, that reminds me. I can't believe that didn't fucking click with me. Here's another story about Biden. It's very, very recent. We watched him tripped over a sandbag. Now he's tripping over a fucking cocaine bag. There's word that there's strands of fucking coke in the White House, in his office. Oh.
Whoa, big fella. You got a name, lead.
If I get arrested for possession of cocaine, that's one thing, but Biden can snort it and it's another day.
Dad, call me Woody.
Oh, here I am again. I'm up next.
Wild Woody.
The fuck is this? This is a pencil. A fucking pencil. Wild Woody is a game about a pencil who likes to make horrifying faces in poorly done FMV cutscenes. He was brought to life by a totem.
Just so you know, I have not watched these videos I did with George for ages. Ages. This is like the first time I'm watching this video, like, in forever.
Pole in order to save the world from his evil totem brothers. Why he decided to bring a pencil to life for this, I haven't got a fucking clue. Maybe it was the only thing lying around. The game's shit, but if there's one good idea in there, and that is that Woody has the ability to draw necessary items to use in the game, but it's executed so poorly and the controls are awful. Woody's main method of attacking is erasing his enemies by rubbing his ass on their face. That's pretty weird. And yeah, I get it. I know what they're going for. He's a pencil, and pencils have rubbers at the end of them, so it wouldn't really raise too many eyebrows initially. But pencil or not, it's pretty sexually suggestive for a game, a kid's game, to do something like this. It's fucking weird.
I've never... Excuse me. I never heard of a game where to erase your enemies you have to shove your ass in their face.
Stop it. The game was not received well at all, with many reviewers stating that Woody comes up short in every...
This takes Can't Be Arsed to a whole new level.
Every single department.
Woody's got the rock and time's running out. He's at the top of the key. 3, 2, 1. He shoots. It's good! Thanks again, Woody. I'll see you next time the world needs saving. Yeah, only if we sell a zillion units.
Well, you were right, Woody. You were never seen again.
Until this point, most of the characters we've been looking over have been annoying, gross, and forgettable, but hardly offensive in any way. It was nice while it lasted. Meet Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel.
I was offended by the... I was offended by the way. Just so you know.
Gross and forgettable, but hardly offensive in any way.
I was offended. I was offended for them trying too hard to be offended.
It was nice while it lasted.
I don't think I've seen a game either where a pencil rubs its rubber sacks on the ground. It's sexual assault, mate. That's what it is. It's fucking sexual assault.
Meet Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. Let's just ignore the obvious thing wrong with his name for a moment and talk about Zero himself. Zero spun off from the Sega Genesis title Aero the Acrobat, where he served the role of the rival to Aero. Now, during the 80s and 90s, there seemed to be this large obsession with ninjas. Well, To be fair, they're still pretty big with kids these days, if Lego Ninjago is anything to go by. But there seemed to be this real lack of understanding ninjas when it came to the decades of past, with them just being this cool angry guy that just jumped around and threw shit. Zero is the embodiment
I'm a ninja.
Of that, mixed in with the mascot with attitude trope. Despite how hardcore Zero is, the plot he finds himself thrown into is rather tame. His girlfriend calls him home because a lumberjack is cutting down the forest to make counterfeit money. Yeah, Zero needs to protect the sanctity of the US dollar. Now let's circle back to Zero's name. The Kamikaze were part of the Japanese Special Attack Units, who initiated suicide attacks against Allied naval vessels during World War II. It built upon the tradition of death over capture or defeat, something that was deeply ingrained in the Japanese military, and even went as far back to the Bushido Code of Samurai. Putting this in the title of a kid-friendly game that seems to just barely make an attempt to showcase Japanese culture in a tasteful way is kind of fucked.
Wasn't that Pearl Harbor, where they fucking flew planes into World War II ships?
Up, especially since the first level of the game starts with Zero flying in a plane with an image of the red sun painted on it before he's shot down. It's not like they just threw the word in there without realizing what it meant. Many kamikaze wore a headband called a hachimaki, which symbolized endurance. Zero also wears a hachimaki. In the end, Zero is just an amalgamate of what some American dude in the 90s thought of when he heard the word Japan. Ninjas, kamikazes, and Bruce Lee noises. And Bruce Lee is Chinese.
Bubsy, now available on Sega Mega Drive. What could
Bruce Lee could kick his ass, though. He could kick his ass. No, I don't know that. I think Bruce Lee would lose to him.
Zero is just an amalgamate of
He'd lose to the squirrel.
What some American dude in the 90s thought of when he heard the word Japan. Ninjas, kamikazes, and Bruce Lee noises. And Bruce Lee is Chinese.
Bruce Lee would lose to him.
Bubsy, now available on Sega Mega Drive. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong and all that? Look, we've been over Bubsy. We've talked about him quite a bit in our worst animated game adaptations video. But while we focus mainly on his failed TV pilot then, today we're...
What the fuck was that?
Quite a bit in our worst animated game
hold on. Whoa. Did he just sexually assault that fucking dog thing?
And today we're...
What?
But while we focus mainly on his failed TV pilot then...
Oh no, he fucking give him a... He sexually assaulted him that bad, he gave him a bigger gut.
Today we're going to be diving into the deep mythology of Bubsy. Created by Michael Berlin of Accolade, Bubsy was inspired, of course, by Sonic the Goddamn Hedgehog, which Berlin reportedly played over 14 hours a day.
So he played a video game about a blue rat for 14 hours a day. So let's say he gets up around 8 o'clock in the morning. That means he stays up till 10 o'clock at night, 14 hours, playing a game about a blue rodent. That's pretty, that's dedication right there. Was he a speedrunner or something?
The first Bubsy...
So glad his cartoon never became a series. Yeah, there's only so much sexual assault I could see on screen that's a metaphor, you know.
Game was actually met with pretty decent reviews and sold fairly well. It wasn't until the second game that things got really bad after Berlin left the company. The team left to make the sequel absolutely hated Bubsy. They openly admitted that they don't care about the quality. They strung...
Weren't games back then were just trying too hard to be cool, like some 45-year-old man or 50-year-old man trying to be young and hip? I have a little advice for you. If you want the young'uns of today to look up to you, be fucking relatable. Don't try too hard, man. You know, and being relatable, don't even try hard at that. Just be you. That's it.
Bubsy dolls from the...
Brother, whenever this character is fox or a squirrel looking character straight up grabbed an armadillo and blew its tail. What? That's sexual assault. That's sexual assault.
Ceilings as though they were...
That little fucking dog thing was trying to get away from it.
Executing the poor cat and repeating Bubsy one-liners to each other over and over again. While you may think that the games are only good when Michael Berlin was involved, think again. He returned to work on Bubsy 3D, considered the absolute worst game in the series, and some consider it to be one of the worst games of all time. Bubsy had potential at one point, a very, and I mean very small amount of potential, but they flew way too close to the one-liner sun. And when you get legendary voice actor Rob Paulsen to actually regret playing your character, you know you done fucked up.
The Noid hates hot quality pizza.
I know the Noid. He's probably the only one I know. I've vaguely heard of the Noid. I think The Simpsons fucking referenced this character a few times. Wasn't he some fucking inbred that loved pizza or something?
He loves to make your hot pizza ice cold.
Look at this ugly fuck. Does he make you want to eat pizza?
Yes.
Do you even want to think about eating when you look at this thing? Meet
Yes.
the Noid, the official mascot of Domino's Pizza. He was apparently created as the physical manifestation of all the challenges inherent in getting a pizza delivered in 30 minutes.
The Noid is basically a certified genius. He's basically put the bomb on top of defining physics flaw to basically tell everyone that this pizza's gonna blow up to the top. This pizza's the bomb. The Noid knew what he was fucking doing. He looks like half the people I've met in my fucking life.
Or less. The Noid just downright hated pizza.
Who doesn't know the Noid?
And he would do whatever he could to ruin them or make them completely inedible. However, none of his attempts could bring down the godlike status of Domino's Pizza. At least...
Oh, you people would not understand Domino's Pizza. You people do not understand what that means to me. Oh my fucking word. Fuck off.
Not in their commercials. The Noid starred in a few video games and even almost had his own kids show, but CBS turned it down due to it being an obvious advertising ploy. The first of the Noid games was called Avoid the Noid, which put you in the shoes of a pizza delivery boy who had to deliver pizzas around an apartment complex while avoiding all sorts of Noids. His next game was way more noteworthy, being created by none other than Capcom. Titled Yo Noid, this time around the Noid was the hero, trying to stop the evil Mr. Green from destroying New York. For some reason, the mayor calls upon the Noid to stop him. Not the law enforcement, or a superhero, or literally anyone else, just the Noid. The game was surprisingly not shit, but that's mostly because it didn't start out as a Noid game, but rather a game as, Kamen no Ninja Hanemaru, which had just had the Domino's branding slapped on top of it when it was brought over to the Western audiences. A fan-made sequel was released in 2017, and it took the series into a 3D platformer era. It's a shitpost of a game, but...
Oh yeah, I forgot that the Noid was supposed to be the mascot for, like, fucking Domino's Pizza. That flew over me head, that.
A surprisingly good one at that. Sadly, the Noid wasn't long for this world and was quietly discontinued in the late 90s. But why? On January 30th, 1989, a schizophrenic man named Kenneth Lamar Noyd held 2 Domino's employees hostage at an Atlanta location for over 2 hours.
Some fucking guy, some fucking madman decides to fucking hold Domino's pizza workers, minimum wage workers, hostage because of the fucking Noyd.
Noyd thought that the ads featuring the fictional Noyd character were a personal attack on him, due to having the same name as the character. During the hostage situation, he forced the employees to make him a...
So basically, he broke in, pulled a fucking Glock, and said, "You're bullying me on telly with your fucking pizza adverts." Maybe he was overcharged. Maybe he was overcharged by a fucking DoorDasher. I don't know.
Special pizza and a salad, made demands of $100,000, a form of getaway transportation, and a copy of the book The Widow's Son.
Come again?
He forced the employees to make him a special pizza and a salad, made demands of $100,000, a form of getaway transportation, and a copy of the book The Widow's Son.
Why didn't he just get The Widow's Son somewhere else? Why didn't you just ask for more fucking money and a lifetime supply of pizzas? You should have said, "Hey, I want all your money and one of your workers so he can make me the fucking pizza for life."
Aside from the pizza and salad, none of this happened, and Noyd surrendered to the police. He was charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, extortion, and possession of a
When this happened?
Firearm during a crime, but was found not guilty by reason of insanity. After spending 3 months in a mental institution, Noyd committed suicide in 1995, leading Domino's to discontinue the Noyd character entirely.
They discontinued the Noyd character because the man deleted himself. This is something that would happen today. How dare you name this villain James? This is an attack.
And that's the story of the Noyd, a pizza-hating creep in a rabbit suit who went on to cause a hostage and a suicide. He's made very small appearances since, but it's very doubtful the Noyd will ever take up the mantle of the Domino's mascot again.
There I am. That was a good watch. That was alright, that. That was actually a decent watch, I won't lie. I haven't watched that in ages. I'll tell you what we'll do. What time is it now? Anyone else got any suggestions on what they want to do? I actually been enjoying watching the videos, looking back at them. Fucking hell, man, that took me back. Jesus Christ. I've done quite a lot of videos with Creepy and Blame. Holy fucking shit. There is one video I have in mind that I'm thinking of watching. One more video. And it's an unlisted video because looking back at it, it was cringe. And this got the attention. This is when it got the attention of Grade A Under A. It was called Dear Grade A Under A. That was a video that the video that got his attention and got me talking with him on Skype at one point. So I'll get that up. I don't know if I have it. We should watch the worst Wii games list that George made. You're in that list too. If you want, I don't mind, but if you want, but I don't know where it is. I think he's privated some of his videos. Well, watch it if you want. I'm enjoying it. So let me see. If is he got that? I'll have a look. Blame it on... Good evening, Matt's channel. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for tuning in. All right, Wii games. This was for some reason a lot of people always referenced this video when it comes to me. So we'll give this one a watch. Just a second. Might as well, since we'll watch this video and we'll call it a day. I'm in the Wirral tomorrow, leaving for Chester tomorrow. You're in the Wirrals. What you doing? Plastic Scouse land, lad. Woolly Backland. Chester's a good place, actually. If you're leaving for Chester, Chester's a good place, lad. Chester's fucking sick. I come in and hear you talk about Grade A Under A. Yeah, I was talking about a video I made about grade. It was the Dear Grade A Under A video. But I had another suggestion. I'll tell you what. Let's do a poll. 1 in the chat for the Dear Grade A Under A video, or 2 in the chat for the Wii Games video I did with Blame. I'm going to go to the bog real quick. So... I'm going to go to the bog in a minute and get something to eat. And, yeah. I'll expect your answers in the chat, boys. See you then. Remember, 1 in the chat for the Dear Grade A Under A video. 2 in the chat for the Wii Games video I did with Blame. The choice is yours, fam. Alright, I'm back. I should have done it like this. So we're not waiting. Okay, well it seems we have a tie here. So, okay, we've got one. Have you had an I have an internship in Birkenhead, but I don't, but I know in people in places I'm staying. Ah, that's good. Well done, Matt. Okay, so we got a 1. That's about 1 and a 1 and a 2. You can't say 1 and 2, that doesn't count, but we'll still do both. So 4 out of so it's all 1s. So okay, it's the grade A under A video. It is the grade A under A video. It is. Let me see if I can get it. Hang on. Just getting it up now. Here we go. It's on the... I'll get this one because it's on the Internet Archive.
Right, this is...
Here we go. Got it now. Here it is. Here it is. What are our options? The options were the Dear Grade A Under A video or the Wii Games video I did with Blame It On George. This one was the most requested. We can always do 2 tomorrow. Why tomorrow? I haven't streamed in a while, so why not? I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. I just like to stream like once on the weekend and that's it really. But watch this and hold on. Just fucking about here. Hang on. Alright, see what I had to say. This is a 6-minute video, so it won't take up much. I don't know why I made this fucking video. This was like the worst fucking video I made. The original video I made got like half dislikes and got a response from Grady Under A. Looking back at some of the stuff I said in this, I kind of cringe looking back. Like I'll do a specific fucking noise to indicate why I cringed at the video. Nothing against Grade personally, it's just with this video. Terrible video. This video got me like 100,000 views, believe it or not.
This is something I just need to get off my chest, because this has been bothering me for a while now. This is a message to...
I haven't watched this video in years, by the way.
Grade A Under A. I have a lot of respect for you and the content you make. Hell, your content heavily inspires mine.
That's true, but the way I put it was just like such a ass-kissing way of doing it. I'm sorry. What was I fucking thinking?
Now, even though I've got respect for you, that doesn't mean I agree with everything you say. Now, what I mean by that is that your latest videos on drama are good. However, you've missed out one crucial thing about YouTube drama. And I do agree with you that these 3 made completely stupid videos on YouTube drama. But here's how I see YouTube drama. If you make a video about YouTube drama, you are part of the YouTube drama. Whether it's good or bad, drama has been around since the ages have fucking begun. And people do bandwagon on that, including me.
I had to say including me because I'd look like a hypocrite. I was well aware of what I was fucking doing. That was the point I was making.
I mean, I've made videos on exposing pieces of shit like McJuggernuggets and the Vigilant Christian. So I would say, in my definition, that was good drama. Now back to the...
No, it wasn't. Looking back at that, the video I did on the Vigilant Christian was a huge fucking mistake. That I did that because I was angry at the cunt for talking shit about David Bowie. But that was it. But now, it's like, if anyone said anything about it now, I wouldn't care now. Because David Bowie's death had a big impact on me in a way. Even though I'd never met the guy, his music was was one of the soundtracks to me life. So when I heard him say disrespectful shit like that, I made a video about it. Yeah, I was triggered, if you want to put it like that. But, you know, when someone gets their facts wrong and they're using Christianity as a way to say, oh, this guy's going to hell because blah, 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 it sort of gives Christianity a bad name, because you're saying a guy who's done so much good deserves to go to hell. I mean, no one deserves to go to hell for doing that much good. You know what I mean?
The crucial point that you've missed.
YouTube drama is a feeding argument that just drags you down your time. Yeah. And you know what? Even though a lot of people enjoyed my content in 2016, I learned that the hard way. You know what I mean? I don't ever get involved in YouTube drama. Hell, for fuck's sake, I didn't even watch the apology video from Miranda Sings until this very live stream, because well, you people wanted me to do it. I'll admit that was fucking funny, but that was funnier than I expected, that apology video. Jesus Christ. Still can't get over. I'm getting PTS fucking D and AIDS concocted together watching that video. And now I'm watching my own cringy video to add worse into the mix.
Out on. These three YouTubers may have said some stupid things on those videos, but there is one YouTuber that causes more fucking drama than any YouTuber I know.
Yeah,
and it's not even good drama, like hashtag make YouTube great again or hashtag where's the fair use. It's something along the lines of type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my fucking word. I actually said the dreaded N-word there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Graham, no. That's very bad. No. No. But at least I didn't say it with the R. Holy shit. No wonder I got rid of this fucking video. This video's terrible. Who said that again, by the way? Alex is a stupid N-word. I wonder. Who was it? Was it me? I forgot.
Yeah, I'm
Remind
talking
me.
about Keemstar.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Now, I know you two have a bit of a fair relationship, and I don't...
And by the way, for context, this video was made way before Grade got into beef with Keemstar. I don't know. You know what I think? I think...
really care who you associate yourself with. As far as I'm concerned, that's none of my business. But Keemstar...
Yes, I said the word. I suppose that comes from the fact that Toxtiff is a black area.
Star is the real cause of all this bad drama. He causes more bad drama than any channel I know. Now you might be saying, yeah, he reports the news. That
this video's awful.
It's his job. The thing is, right, I find his methods of obtaining information questionable and very unprofessional. In the words of Colossal, is crazy.
In short, I find his methods of obtaining evidence questionable and entirely unprofessional.
Still rings true, to be honest.
Now, you mentioned that
yeah, Brits don't generally say the hard R in general. No, we don't. So, I got away with it. I did it. I got away with it. I did it.
PewDiePie and KSI were having a bit of banter, and that the fans took it.
Liverpool's not racist. I've got one word, one figure, one man to debunk all that because I said the N word. William Roscoe. Bang him, look him up.
Seriously. But you know who aggravated it even more? I don't know, fucking Keemstar.
Oh no!
just like he aggravates every piece of drama he reports on. He has been a cunt to several big...
And now I said the C word, oh no.
...named YouTubers. Like Skess, Total Biscuit, Pyrocynical, the list goes on. And yeah, I could be a
He blocked me for calling him a gnome, you know. That is the only interaction I've ever had with the Keemstar. Ever. I said morning gnome, and he blocked me. You know what? If he blocked me for calling him a gnome on Twitter, then why don't you just shave the fucking beard off? Stop prancing around that you're proud to have that oversized midlife crisis man bun on you if you're gonna fucking block me.
Total cunt sometimes.
Call of Duty lobbies were so damn fun at the time when people would just throw words into arguments. I know.
But
yeah.
I'm not an overly sensitive cunt like Keemstar, who causes unnecessary drama to people who don't deserve it. I get called all sorts. I get called a copy of you, but I honestly couldn't give a shit. I don't plagiarize people. I make the videos I make because I find them fun to make. I couldn't give an ounce of a fuck about a 12...
I was a little aggressive back then in my voice. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck was going on with me at the time. Maybe it was a persona, I don't know, but... What was going on with me back then? Let me think. Maybe people liked it and I put on the persona at the time. Anyways, I have to go to work now. Being fun. See you next stream. Okay, dude.
12-year-old's opinions.
See you next stream.
You're just a copy of Grade 8 Under A. Or I hate everything. Because the thing is about YouTube, as you said, you've got to be thick-skinned to criticism or whatever people say negative about you. Because the thing is, Keemstar starts the drama and doesn't know how to finish it. If people give him criticism for something he's done, he will block them on Twitter, even if it's just a bit of banter, including myself.
What a beautiful sight to behold that is. Look at that. I should put that in a fucking frame. Should have put that in a fucking frame. I, to this day, was blocked by Keemstar 7 years ago on Twitter. The amount of respect I got from my peers for being blocked. Get in there. Well done, lad.
And when you called YouTubers like Boogie and other YouTubers cunts for talking about YouTube drama, I totally get that. I mean, it was a little unnecessary to call him a cunt, but I get your point, mate. As far as I'm concerned...
I remember how aggressive your voice was when you were talking about Daddy05. Well, who wouldn't get a little aggressive about a bully? You know what I mean? Because that's what Daddy05 was. He was a fucking bully. But now it's Daddy No 5 or Daddy Barely of 5 or the classic Spank Me Daddy Give Me 5.
That doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me though is that you don't even mention who the real fucking cunt is.
He's got such beautiful eyes, hasn't he? Look at him. That's the look you give when you finally found your paradise. The fucking garden.
And if you want more insight of what I'm talking about, watch iDubbbz's latest video. It says it all.
Oh my fucking god. Don't even get me started on this fucker. How the mighty have fucking fallen. This guy, don't even get me started.
And if you've seen it, then you must know where I'm coming from, mate. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, mate, at all. No, I'm not. You could do whatever the hell you want for all I care. It's none of my business.
True.
All I'm saying is just be wary of Keemstar. There's a side to him that most people see. All it took was for Pyro...
He lost his children with no one left to bully. He has bullied... He has himself to bully.
Cynical to give him just a little bit of criticism. In fact, he was nowhere near as brutal as iDubbbz. In fact, he was kissing his ass most of the time. In fact, that reminds me, another thing that pisses me off about Keemstar is the fact that he literally kisses yours and...
This really took Sam V, welcome to the stream, mate. This really took Mr. back to 2016. So me back to... I know, yeah. I'm not like one of these old fucking men, like, back in my day in 2016, we did all this and that. Like it's fucking B-Day. You know what I mean? Storming the beaches of Normandy in 2016 against the fucking gnome. I don't think so. It was just bullshit drama. Serves him right. Spits on a root beer. Satisfied.
Constantly.
I think it's the combination of him being completely original, all right, and it's the combination of Reddit just really, really liking him.
And the reason why he's like that with you, Greg, is because he's scared of you.
Sorry for saying the... Hang on.
Like Jing.
Hang on. Let me get the chords. Bit out of tune. Whatever. It makes it funnier anyway. Sorry for saying the N-word. Sorry for saying the N-word. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. Do you still keep in touch with Blame or Creepy? I haven't spoke to them in ages. I forgot about iDubbbz for years. Yeah, so have I.
Tyrone, etc., and pretty much embarrassed them to the point where it's beyond recovery.
I messaged Blame It On George just now about me reacting to videos I was in with him. He hasn't got back yet, but if he doesn't get back, it doesn't matter. I don't mind.
Which is why he pretty much kisses your ass, if I'm being honest. You know, we're all adults.
Back in my day, the only thing we feared was copper back in 2019.
You know, we can respect each other's criticisms and take it into consideration. And yeah, I'm probably going to get a few people who won't like what I'm saying right now and probably hate me for it. But I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is I'm speaking for most people, and I'm...
What?
The shit. All I'm saying is I'm speaking for most people, and I'm telling it like it is, Grade. That's the truth.
It's like I'm giving Grade A Under A fucking telling off. Stop hanging around. I feel like in this video I come across as a fucking dad to Grade, saying, I don't want you hanging out with that boy. He's a bad influence on you. That's what it feels like. Stop knocking about with him in that there garden. That's a dodgy garden, that. It's a dodgy garden, that, because, you know, it's weird how he lures the kids there. I'm just saying,
And to be honest with you, it's fucking pissing me off. I am so sick and tired of seeing this YouTube drama shit that everyone is talking about, while Keemstar gets swept under the rug and has been doing it.
I mean, isn't he like 5'4"? I mean, he's small enough to be swept under the rug.
Constantly for as long as I can remember. Now, I'm not asking you to agree with every point I make. All I'm saying is just think about what I'm saying and take it into consideration.
Now, when did I make this video? When did I make it? I made it in May of 2016. So this was like way before Keemstar got the shit he got. In fact, wasn't that before the Content Cop? I'm not sure. No, a day after. Project T, welcome to the stream, mate. Knocks on Graham Greydog's door with love of all the Cosmos package for Mr. Graham. Yeah, that's too bad. You were really funny in George's Wii video. I'd be cool if you guys collabed again. Glad to see you're still on YouTube either way. I've got yeah, I mean, I live stream on this channel now, and I make new content on a new channel. And I make music on SoundCloud. That's what I do for content these days. Live streams, shorts, and music. I released 2 songs on SoundCloud.
And to be honest with you, I just wanted to get that off my chest.
So, and I released a short on the Slapfog channel based on Among Us.
Completely.
And those shorts came from TikTok that I made for TikTok, by the way.
But on the brighter side, congratulations on 2 million subscribers, mate. You earned it. As for my viewers, Part 2 of the Toby Turner rape allegations will be coming soon.
That video got cancelled.
And we could put an end to all...
Not cancelled as in backlash, but cancelled as in scrapped. I made the original video about Toby Turner's accusations, the YouTube court thing, which I fucking started, that everyone's doing now. Basically, to give you the rundown, I did that video so well that I didn't need to make a part 2, so I scrapped it.
All this false rape accusation bullshit once and for all. Okay, everyone, take care. I'm off. Right, this is something.
Shut up. Hang on a sec. I don't know about that. I revisit your channel this year, and I'd be sure to check out your songs on SoundCloud. Oh yes, let's go. Alright, now I watched the Wii video, the Wii game video that me and George did, and then I'll call it a day. It's been a good stream so far. I haven't seen a lot about Toby Turner in a long time. Me neither. I haven't seen him in fucking ages. Alright, I'm getting it up now. Animating while listening to this stream. Oh, what you animating? Alright, I've got it up. Last video of the evening, and I'm gonna call it a day. Since since we did the 1s and 2s and all that. Alright, here we go, here we go. Thanks for subscribing, Sam V. Holy shit, Streamlabs. Hey, welcome to the stream, Streamlabs. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Streamlabs, while you're in the chat, how do you get the chat box up? I had to do it like this, you see, and the chat box is not as straightforward. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if you're a bot, but if you're a real person, I'd like to know how to execute the chat box properly. You can send me a Discord message and instruct me how. Thank you. Graham Grey Dog Animations? No, not exactly. Although that might be a good idea. The final episode of season 3 of my YouTube series is gonna release next week. Oh, cool. That sounds fun. Hold on, let me check my Discord. Oh, hang on. Here's something you can react to at some point in time. This. Oh, isn't that? Oh, you sent me All Stars, Super All Stars Bros episode 1. Is that something you made? Oh no, it isn't. Yeah, sure, why not? But we'll react to this one. One last video for today, and we'll call it a day.
The Nintendo Wii Shattered Record.
I don't. You know what? When I made this, when George made this video, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? There was a recurring joke in this video that ended up migrating to my channel. It was something to do with the fucking M&Ms. The M&Ms as in, the sweets, you know, them fucking monstrosities, those things. The Smarties, basically. So, Yeah.
Records and expectations of what a video game console can do and who it was intended for. With a whopping 101 million units sold, the Wii appealed to people of all ages and demographics, thanks to its simple and easy to understand motion controls. However, there was a downside. Thanks to the heavy install base and the ease of development compared to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, the Wii became the go-to console to make utter shit games for. Developers released horrible
Been working 2 years on this series, so gonna reward myself with a trip to Sweden. 2 years. All right. Are you on Discord? Tell you what, in my next stream, I'm not gonna promise anything, but have you got a Discord? If you got a Discord and you join my Discord server, you can send me it on the DMs or the Discord. I'll send it. If you're already on Discord, I'm gonna fucking spam it again, because why the hell not? If you're already on the Discord, then you can send me it. If not, then send me it on Discord and I might react to it. Since you put so much work into it, I'm quite intrigued now. Quite the salesman you are, Project T. Spot on, well done. 10 out of 10 for self-promotion and salesmanship.
God-awful game.
You didn't come in here and be like, check out my channel. Oh, subscribe to me, please. You know what I mean? You actually, got my interest. Nice job.
Games at an alarming rate, turning the Wii's game library into a cesspool.
That's how you do it.
So today, we'll be looking at 15 hilariously awful Wii games. Now, just to be clear, there are hundreds and hundreds of really generic, really bad, simple games on the Wii. And doing an actual top list like this would be way too long and way too big. So we'll be focusing on games that were especially bad. So with that being said, let's begin.
15.
Smurfs Dance Party.
15 games, holy shit.
Ubisoft is well known for rehashing the same game year after year, as evident with their Assassin's Creed and Just Dance series. But this?
Smurf berries, delicious. Smurf berrylicious.
This is a rehash in the worst way ever. Smurfs Dance Party is exactly what it sounds like. Like Just Dance, you hold the Wii remote and then dance to songs while the characters on screen show you the moves. Except these characters are Smurfs. Smurfs that stare blankly at the player while they go through the motions of dancing.
They stare at you because the player in question is quite attractive, and they're dancing so they can get on with their mating season. That's the reason.
Most of the songs present in this game are either covers of popular songs like Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, or awful original songs about
Just the Way You Are, Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars is alright, but Liquor Store Blues is a banger.
About the Smurfs themselves. The only songs that were allowed to have the original versions were Who Let the Dogs Out, Walk This Way, and Walking on Sunshine, which aren't.
Well, it's an adventure story with a weird humor. The whole series might be up to 2 hours long, but episode ranges from 25 to 2 hours. I'm not. If it's short, that's fine. But if it's too long, I'm gonna have to at least keep it to like 10 minutes.
Exactly, strangers, the shitty kids media. The whole game is just uncomfortable to look at, unless you're just into Papa Smurf gyrating in
Welcome to the stream left
front of you while looking stoned out of his mind. The game was nowhere near as successful as its Smurfless cousins in the Just Dance series, and went on to receive scores like a whopping 3 out of 10. I suppose when your main selling song has a repeated line like Smurf your whole day long, you're kind of asking for it.
Eminem's car.
Here I am. This is where the fucking joke started coming in, lad. When I did this bit, oh my fucking word. I got so many references to this fucking game on my channel because of the segment I did with Blame.
Racing.
There is nothing worse than a food brand that sells
Here I am.
an advert in the form of a game. Very rarely is the product not complete and utter shit. From Burger King's Sneak King.
When hunger strikes, it's up to you to strike back.
To Cold Stone Creamies Scoop It Up.
Good job. Thank you.
It always comes across like cheap afterthought to try and appeal to as many demographics as possible. And sometimes they end up on the list of worst games of all time. Enter M&M's Kart Racing. Nothing to do with the rapper, but the brand that makes sweets.
Eminem went very quiet when I did this bit, by the way.
Like most racing games, you pick your character and your kart and jump into a variety of race courses. Only this time you get to race as M&Ms. Woohoo. But you can choose whatever one you want, like the red one, the orange one, the green one, the blue one. And I am honestly past the point of giving a fuck. Anyways, while driving around in all these famous M&M locations, such as the house and mountains, you'll come across nuts scattered around the road, a bit like the coins in Mario Kart. Unlike coins though, these nuts do absolutely nothing. Yeah, the nuts are used in the arcade mode in order to access the next track. But it looks like the developers forgot to take them out of every other mode. So they're just there. The game is so...
I really emphasized that bit, didn't I?
horrendously slow and unfair to play. It was even featured in the Guinness 2011 World Records Gamers Edition as the lowest ranked kart racer ever.
By you? By you? That's injustice. That's the best game ever.
You know what? It's a good thing that M&Ms are fucking delicious. Cause this is a fucking disgrace.
I meant the game, by the way.
This is why brand mascot games are always a bad idea. Always. No exceptions.
Major Miners Majestic.
They decided to make the green one not so attractive because being hot is offensive now. Yeah, because they're ugly. And they could never compete. If they can't compete with a fucking circle with Lippy on, then they got problems.
March. You would assume that a game created by the creator and designer of Parappa the Rapper and Masaya Masuda would be a slam dunk. Unfortunately, Major Miners Majestic March is anything but.
Another classic.
The game is built on a rather interesting idea, which is using the Wii Remote as a mace, a form of baton used exclusively for drum majors, in order to lead a parade. The game looked quite promising at first, being created by a notable figure in the rhythm game world, as well as being a unique idea in a world full of shovelware. The outcome was pretty awful though. The game's art style on the Wii looks incredibly ugly despite the system being more powerful than the PS1, where Parappa the Rapper looked great. It's short, repetitive, and grating with how long the unskippable cutscenes can be. But the biggest and most important nail in the coffin is, of course, the motion controls. It's always the motion controls. Despite being a relatively simple concept of just moving the Wii Remote up and down.
Gotta love a man mocking his own voice. Well, you gotta laugh at yourself, haven't you? I've heard so many people over-exaggerate the word "there" in where I'm from that I've caught the fucking virus. What you doing there?
The controls are very inconsistent.
What's that there over there? You done that there?
Which
there,
are coupled
there everywhere.
With frustrating tempo drops and gestures that are just not recognized.
I should have bought the game just so I can remember this.
By the game.
Well, now's your chance.
Upon its initial release in Japan, the game only sold 600 copies in its first 2 days. Reviews ranged from 3 out of 10 to a harsh 0. Game Informer said in their review, "If I'm going to spend a long period of time with my hand wrapped around an oblong object moving it rapidly up and down, it sure won't be with this game."
The Wii version of The Force Unleashed uses a motion controller. Remember all that shit with the motion control?
Calvin Tucker's Redneck Jamboree. This one just hurts to look at. Feast your eyes upon...
No, it doesn't. It looks great.
Calvin Tucker's Redneck Jamboree. The first game for rednecks.
Fucking... What am I looking at there? And you forgot the Scouse mating call, Razdare. No, it's a Toffee Apple Kitty.
Possibly.
It's or my favourite. I'll bang your brains out in the back of this van if you want.
By Rednecks. Developed by Humigade, Redneck Jamboree features 12 exciting mini games based on some of the most popular backwoods activities, including shooting shit in
Caravan White Trash,
your backyard,
the video game.
fishing with
White Caravan Trash, the video game.
Dynamite.
Super Mario Galaxy hasn't got nothing on these gorgeous looking games. I know, yeah, fuck Mario.
Racing with lawnmowers.
Mario shit. You got nothing on this game.
Opening bottles with your disgusting cavity-ridden teeth, betting on where your cow will take a shit, and many more. Good old-fashioned American fun.
Look. The American White Trash is the British equivalent to the fucking council state type of people.
Old-fashioned American fun.
These are the White Trash trailer people in America are the counterpart doppelgangers of the council estate fucking inbreds that we have over here.
Each of these games have been done a million...
I'm literally in the start of my prime. What have I done with it?
...times before, and a million times better. However, we'll give some credit. Each of the games are...
I'm scared of growing old. We all grow old, buddy.
Pretty varied. They didn't just repeat the same one over and over again. They did half-ass everything else, though. The game might get...
And who the hell is Calvin Tucker? Oh wait, he's not real.
A few laughs at your friends because it is pretty shitty, but it won't last long. It's funny in the same way that Larry the Cable Guy is funny.
Who's Larry the Cable Guy?
It's not.
Can someone tell me who Larry's the Cable Guy? I forgot who he is. The name gives it away, I know, but why is he a public figure?
Oh yeah, and Calvin Tucker.
Why would you need cable when you got the web?
The guy in the title of the game.
You can't hold the neck of the woman on the box and swing around with like a baseball bat. Yeah, that's actually... This is such a stereotype. They look like fucking siblings. That's why she looks so fucked up.
Doesn't exist. You might think that was a real person or something, but no, he was completely made up for this game.
Chicken shoot.
Ah, here I am again. Of course, the fucking Liverpudlian does a video game about chicken. Chicken on a can of Coke.
What happens when you take an early Flash...
To be fair, I picked this one.
Game from 2000.
I was like to George, I'll do that one. I'll do that one because I know the jokes. I know the jokes. This was born. I was born to do this one.
1000 and port it to the Wii. But at the
Chicken.
time, upping the price.
Why'd the chicken cross the road? To get away from the fucking Mackies behind it.
Significantly. Well, you get Chicken Shoot. Originally developed by Toon Tracks, the game was later ported to various other consoles and handhelds, like the DS, Game Boy Advance, mobile phones, and of course, the Wii. The game itself is exceedingly simple. All you do is shoot fucking chickens. That's it. That's the whole game. You point at the chicken and press B to shoot. Nothing else. One excerpt describes the plot of the game as this tiresome bunch of feathered troublemakers is not given
Who the fuck calls birds feathered troublemakers?
any peace. Stop this hostile destruction from these rampaging roosters. But when you actually play the game, you'll find yourself shooting chickens that are minding their own business. Who is the true villain here, huh? Clearly it isn't the chickens. Say what you want about the Angry Bird ports for the Wii, but at least some effort was put into them. This, on the other hand, is just...
Bro, Larry the Cable Guy voiced Marty from Cars, did he? I didn't know that. I watched the fucking I watched that movie Cars like once, and I didn't know that same guy did voiced one of the cars. I don't know. I'm not the type of guy to be a forensics man when it comes to movies. I watch it and get on with my day, move on with my life. Really, wasn't Cars that movie with that highway fucking song?
Just awful, plain and simple.
Fucking ads.
Jenga World Tour. Imagine for a moment that you've been given a choice between two different ways to spend your afternoon. Your first choice is a game of Jenga. This stressful yet rewarding game that can provide a good hour of entertainment between you and a friend. The second choice is Jenga World Tour for the Wii. This stressful, unrewarding game that will provide absolutely no hours of entertainment, and by
This is better than the original game of Jenga.
the end of it, you'll likely lose a friend.
This isn't a downgrade. This is an upgrade.
Trying to play this. Now, the entire concept of Jenga is to carefully remove blocks and not cause the entire stack to fall over. It's
At least in the game, it doesn't leave a mess.
a game of careful and precise movement based on real-world physics, something that can't be completely recreated in a video game, or at least not in a shitty Wii game. When converting these skillful moves to the Wii, they just don't work. You're using motion controllers with a remote controller to emulate what your bare hands can do. And guess what? It just sucks. The game at least attempts to make Jenga a bit more interesting by adding different types of blocks, power-ups, etc., but the damage has already been done the second you inserted the game disc. It's a Jenga game on the Wii. The game was universally panned for its poor physics system and expensive price, even leading it to get a honorable mention in GameSpot's
One in the chat if the game Jenga is inferior to the Wii version. The Wii version doesn't leave a mess.
flat out worst game of 2007 reward. On the bright side, at least you don't have to clean up
Life is a Highway isn't that bad, but the artist wasn't right to cover the song. Oh, really?
the pile of blocks when you're finished. By the time you're done playing this game, you won't have a friend to help you clean up.
London Taxi.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Rush Hour. While the Wii was the
That dear London.
best-selling games console of the 7th generation, it still couldn't topple godlike sales of the PS2, the best-selling video game console of all time.
One in the chat if the PS2 is still the best. Wait, never mind the one in the chat. Never mind that. Is the PS2 still the best-selling console of all time? Is it still untouchable?
Much like the Wii, the PS2 had a lot of shitty shovelware games in its library. Although not as many, quite a few of these games overlapped as well, receiving a version on both the Wii and PS2. One of these games is London Taxi Rush Hour. This budget title, developed by Data Design Interactive and Metro 3D. Yeah, that's right. These two developers behind this shit show was released on PS2, Windows, and Wii. Despite being the same game, the PS2 version received general...
I've been to London a couple of times. Fuck, the only thing I don't like about London is how antisocial people are and how mad expensive it is. And not to mention the fucking crime that's and the dodginess that goes on there now.
Really unfavorable reviews, while the Wii version received overwhelming dislikes on Metacritic. So what happened here? How did this shitty ass game somehow get even shittier? Let's have a look. So it turns out that London Taxi Rush Hour is a carbon copy of the classic arcade title Crazy Taxi, just minus all...
Again, I read off a script. I didn't really edit the video.
The good bits. The controls are loose and janky. There's hardly any speed and there's no chaos. The graphics are unsurprisingly shit as well. It's clear that the shading and lighting was never considered here, as driving under shadows has absolutely no effect on your car. The one thing that makes the Wii version shittier is, wait for it, motion controls. You gotta hold the Wii remote sideways and tilt it like a stupid jackass trying to figure out how this game got the Nintendo seal approval, given how
Didn't the other guy on the video appear on I Hate Everything's Creepypasta video? I think he did. Yeah. I think I that's How I Met Creepy is let me think about that for a minute. During what was it? I think it was my video on, well, one of my videos anyway, talking shit about someone. He messaged me on Skype saying that he liked me videos and stuff, and I said, oh yeah, you're that guy from I Hate Everything's video.
Unprecise these motion controls are. It's nearly impossible to drive precisely how and where you want to go. Mario Kart Wii, this is most definitely not.
Action Girls Racing. Here's a fun fact. Adding a Z to the end of the word where an S should go does not make your game cool. Apparently our friends at Data Design Interactive didn't get the memo and decided to make Action Girls Racing. Much like London Taxi, this game was released on the PS2 in 2005, with the Wii port coming out in 2007. It's clear that this game was a shallow attempt to appeal to girl gamers through tired and awful tropes by slapping hearts and flowers on everything and utilizing girl power and
I don't think girls would be into the Wii. I don't think. Not like this. I don't think they'd be into the Wii games like this.
Patronizing way. The back of the box literally says
everyone, for everyone. This game looks fucking fun, dude.
This
game looks fucking sick.
Racing game designed by girls for girls. And to be fair, the entire staff
you go girl
was made up of women, except for Paul Weir, the audio producer. So I guess that statement is mostly correct.
Imagine an Uber ripoff or a Bolt ripoff.
Since motion control
this game
worked out so well for London Taxi Rush Hour, it only made sense to actively make them worse. And
make them better, you mean?
Every time you bump into something, you come to a screeching halt and have to start back up again. Every single fucking time.
This game looks fucking sick, dude. It looks fucking sick, lad. Looks fucking sick, lad.
Obviously, this game was ripped apart by critics.
I said it 3 times, that's how good it is.
IGN gave it a 0.
It's so good, I repeated myself.
8 out of 10.
This game is what 5-year-old boys think girls like.
Making it the lowest scoring game from Data Design Interactive. It also became the 2nd lowest scoring PS2 game of all time on GameFAQs, as well as the 9th lowest Wii game.
iCarly. Of course there was an iCarly game for the Wii. I mean, where else would it go? The Wii was tailor-made for it. The game was developed by Blitz Games. You know, with a Z, because it has to be radical, of course. It's essentially a mini-game compilation that basically has nothing to do with the show itself. The premise of the game is that Neville has taken down iCarly, so they have to play mini-games to get it back. Yeah, that's the plot, but if the developers didn't care, then why should we? The mini-games include swatting
Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired now. After this video, I'm gonna go to fucking bed.
Hungry hands away from a pie, chopping meat in half, and breaking out some sick dance moves. The game was critically panned, with one reviewer even stating that a toddler could play the game with absolutely no issue whatsoever. The iCarly video game franchise didn't really get good until the sequel, iCarly 2, I Joined the Clique.
I never watched any like Nickelodeon shows, maybe besides SpongeBob growing up, but the actress who played iCarly is cute.
Hey dude! What's up? You dropped your backpack.
Unlike the
I watched some iCarly back in the day. It was entertaining, but now it's kind of cringe.
First game, this is an event.
I never really watched it. I just seen her face and thought, oh, she's kind of cute.
Adventure game where you play as a Mary Sue New Kid who's immediately accepted into the iCarly friend group, leading you to become the savior of the web series. Your player is also apparently the.
I was like very young back then too, like 13, 14, 15, something like that.
Flash, given how insanely fast you run. Also, it looks like everyone in this universe speaks Simlish.
It's no different from fucking Scouse.
The game presents itself as a single-player adventure game, but it's really just...
Or Scottish.
Using that as a front to hide.
No cunt leaves here till we find out what we cunt did it. If you don't get the reference, that's from a movie named Trainspotting. Classic.
Its shitty mini-game compilation roots. Aside from that, there's a home decorating system, like the Animal Crossing series, since apparently this 14-year-old owns an entire apartment by themselves. Overall, the iCarly games are exactly what you expect them to be. Painfully boring.
And by the way, she's older now, so it's not a fucking dodgy thing to say. That's why I said it.
Alvin and the Chipmunk.
How old is she now? What, like late 20s, 30s now, maybe?
If you think the worst thing to...
Of age, dude, of age.
...happened to the Alvin...
iCarly had a crossover with Fred. Hey, it's Fred. Remember that guy? Did she?
Alvin and the Chipmunk.
Did she? Lucky Fred?
Monks franchise is the 2007 live-action reboot, then you're sadly mistaken. The game was developed by Sensory Sweep Entertainment and follows the Chipmunks as they play across various venues. The gameplay
I can't believe I thought this was entertainment.
Borrows from the most popular rhythm franchises of all time, Guitar Hero and Rock Band, having the player press buttons along with music in order to win. But unlike those games though, it's virtually impossible to fail a song. If you manage to miss a few notes, nothing changes, you can't lose. The song doesn't mess up, the Chipmunks
I can't believe I thought this was entertainment. Oh yeah, we
screw up on stage, and the game carries on as if you're playing the show of the century. Somehow, the game was able to secure over 40 songs.
So, you know what? This fucking kicks Queen's Wembley 1985's ass any day. This is the big deal. Never mind Freddie Mercury. This is fucking boss.
From actual...
Miranda is pretty old now. Now I feel old. He was on Drake and Josh and School of Rock. Oh, okay.
Bands and artists like Blink-182, Run DMC, and Elvis Presley. To very little surprise, the Wii version is the worst reviewed of the bunch.
I have to confess something. I've lied. It's the best game ever made.
And why is that? Two-way.
I only read the script, but I lied. This is a really good game. Freddie Mercury and Queen from Wembley has nothing on this.
It's motion controls. Shaking the Wii remote does not automatically mean fun, nor does it need.
Yes, it does. Yes, it fucking does. That water's wet. Wanking the Wii remote is fun as fuck.
To be present in every single Wii game. Sadly, developers didn't realize this until long after the Wii was laid to rest.
Switch to Vodafone.
Sorry about the
Reliable
ads,
broadband
boys.
without the price tag.
Next time I'm gonna put. Yeah, fuck off.
Pets. All of them. Given that this is Ubisoft, they didn't waste any time releasing a shitload of Pets games on the Wii and DS. This was definitely a case of quantity over quality, as most of these games just sucked for anyone who was over the age of 5. Now, granted, that is the target demographic for these games, and they really were not intended to be looked at through the eyes of an adult gamer.
The target demographic for Pets is 30 to 40-year-olds.
But this is the internet, and we're gonna complain about it anyways. During the Wii's lifespan, we were
maybe 20-year-olds.
To a total of 7 Pets games. And
maybe 20-year-olds.
While the DS got a whooping 29.
Alvin the Chipmunk was GOAT. Dave, crossover characters, was one of the best villains in the century. Don't know who that is. Water has corrosive properties, so I guess water is wet. Yeah.
9. Holy shit. How deep does this Pets franchise go? The games is your basic pet simulation game. Why is there 29 of them?
The Pets games are better than owning a real pet. They don't shit on your fucking carpet. They don't eat all your food. They don't fucking howl every fucking night. So when at nothing, or bark at fucking nothing. So 29 games about moggies and dogs is justified.
No, I'm not even recording. Like, what the fuck?
These people were fucking geniuses. 29 games about mutts and moggies.
Shit. The game series is...
You don't have to defleet them neither. They're virtual, so you can get away with it.
Just your...
My pet sister would play these pet games, yeah.
Basic pet simulation game. You adopt an animal, you feed them, you care for them, and make sure they don't drop dead. The original games in the series were received pretty well, while the Wii and DS games were seen as mostly mediocre to negative. There are games that are far worse than the Pet series, so why is it on here, you may ask? It's because between the Wii and DS, the library is simply littered with them, with almost no differences between any of the games. Sure, there are different breeds and types of animals and a few different objectives, but they're all relatively the same damn game. They're not god-awful, and they're relatively harmless, but they're always picking up dust at every GameStop and Walmart bargain bin. Chances are your Walmart is still selling a Wii Pets game at around $40 because they just can't get rid of them.
I don't have a Walmart, so I don't know exactly where they're selling the games now, which is a shame. Maybe they sold out.
Game Party.
Here we go. Here I am again, promoting good fucking games that deserve to be played.
What can you really expect from a video game titled Game Party? It's truly the most basic title imaginable, possibly in all of fucking video game history. One of the most common examples of shovelware on the Wii are the minigame collections.
I wish my pet had that many polygons. Yeah, I'm fucking jealous.
They're relatively easy to develop and give off the illusion of variety and loads of content. Game Party is known as the king of minigame collection shovelware on the Wii. It's been held as one of the worst games of all time, with many review sites giving the game too many 1 out of 10s to count. Now you might be asking yourself, what kind of shitty motion controlled games can we play that nobody asked for? Well, you get to choose between 7 mini games: air hockey, hoop shoot, darts, skee ball, beer pong, shuffleboard, and trivia. The game sold over 3 million units. This led to Game Party 2 and 3 being released on the Wii, and the franchise continuing on the Kinect and the Wii U. Unsurprisingly, they were all received terribly, and thanks to barely anyone buying the Wii U, even less people bought Game Party on it, leading to the series ending, hopefully forever.
Kids sports, all of them. Data Design Interactive is seriously determined to set the record for the most shitty Wii games under their belts. This is already their 3rd time on this list. The Kids Sports series was developed by Data Design between 2000.
The Game Party trilogy is better than the whole Halo trilogy. Yeah, fucking right.
4 and 2008, starting their
Who the fuck plays Halo?
Shitty Z naming scheme a year before
Halo sucks.
Action Girls Racing, starting out on the PS2 and later ported to the Wii. The series includes 5
Play Mobile. Yeah.
games: Kids Sports Basketball, Ice Hockey, International Soccer, and the Wii exclusives Kids Sports Mini Golf 1 and 2. As is tradition, they are all complete shit. Each game has received a 1 out of 10, thanks to their ugly graphics, awful motion controls, and incredibly stupid AI. Each game also has their own set of quirks, such as jumping and holding the basketball with no penalty, shots in hockey not working 50% of the time, and tackling in soccer requiring you to shove the Wii remote and nunchuck inwards towards your chest. These games are just nothing but a plague on the Wii's library. They hurt to watch.
Data Design is LJN was for Nintendo systems. Yeah.
Balls of Fury. 2007 was a year chock full of mediocre comedy films. This was the year we got movies like I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, haha, gay, funny, Norbit, and Epic Movie. But one painfully mediocre film that stood out from the crowd.
Hang on. Isn't that the movie where the big black lady in question said on she said on a water slide, "I don't weigh no 300 pounds. I weigh 165." Something like that. I don't know. I did it I think I did that beautifully.
Epic Movie.
I think I did that beautifully.
One painfully mediocre film that stood out from the crowd, all thanks to the Wii, mind you, was that film.
That is so fucking cool. Look at that.
Mediocre film that stood out from the crowd, all thanks to the Wii.
That you could do all that on. Look at the Wii's fucking cool. The Wii's fucking cooler than I thought. You could do that.
Mind you, was that film Balls of Fury. You know the one. The film where Christopher Walken plays a Chinese ping pong player.
Christopher Walken's a great dancer.
Boggles the mind why this of all films would receive a video game tie-in, given that live action films, especially comedies, rarely ever get the video game treatment after the Super Nintendo era. The game was developed by Black Lantern Studios, known for their work on Iron Chef Wii and Bubble Guppies for the DS. You may swing your remote, but it only really matters if you move the remote left to right, and that's it. That's a strategy. Your character will paddle the ball back no matter what. You can quite literally, with no exaggeration, throw the Wii remote across the room and it still registers as you rallying the ball back.
If you shoved it up your ass, would you still win a game of ping pong? I'm curious.
Aside from the piss poor tennis, the rest of the game isn't pleasant either. If you commit the unforgivable sin of picking story mode, you have the events of the film explained to you through an agonizing amount of text overlaid on stills of the film. Instead of cramming a few cutscenes from the film like so many other movie tie-in games do, they went the cheapest and laziest route imaginable. It would have been better if they not included a story at all. There's no reason for this game to exist. Who was it made for? Certainly not kids, given the film it's based on. Certainly not fans of the film because, I mean, let's face it here, I'm the only one. And certainly not for people who don't want their eyes to bleed, given that they were subjected to a horribly textured model of Christopher Walken that looks like the "you're not perfect" guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Target Terror. How could a game made by Konami make it onto this list? Well, not by modern Konami, that's a whole other can of worms. We're talking
Holy shit, the graphics are fucking amazing.
about 2008 Konami, back when they were still making games like Castlevania and Silent Hill. The game in question, Target Terror, was actually initially developed by Raw Thrills in 2004, and was only ported to the Wii by Konami. Raw Thrills was known for their work on arcade games, such as Guitar Hero Arcade, the Big Buck Hunter series, and the Fast and Furious racing games. Target Terror was initially released in arcades in 2004, and made little to no impact. Barely anybody was talking about.
Does anyone still Does anyone still go to the arcades these days? Like, I never really did. You know when you go into the arcades and you slot like a couple of pennies into the machine and you play a game, and then if you lose you have to do it again. It's like stage 1 gambling. Does anyone still go to those?
About this game, so it's surprising that such a huge...
I know holiday makers do, but does anyone actually still go to arcades now? I'm surprised they're not shut down.
company like Konami would even bother porting it to the Wii.
I'm really surprised that they're not shut down. Honest to God.
But they did, and oh boy did it get people's attention. The game is about shooting terrorists who are attacking various places in the United States. Players must shoot terrorists in a laughably bad-looking shooting gallery, with all the terrorists being portrayed by real people, poorly digitized into the game. Furthermore, these terrorists are complete morons, rolling out right into the open and hesitating to shoot at you. The visuals were so bad, IGN went on to award it with the worst visuals on the Wii Award in 2009.
Every game on this video is secretly fantastic.
The final level takes the player to a hijacked plane that's planning a suicide attack on the White House. After defeating the terrorists, the president applauds the player, saying, quote, "It's because of heroes like yourself that this country is a safe place for democracy and the American way of life," unquote. Then you get a screen that says, "To be continued." Yeah, a sequel was in development, but was quickly cancelled after its announcement. Raw Thrills is still alive and well, currently working on a Halo arcade game set to be released this year. So who knows, maybe a sequel is possible.
I go to them once in a while.
Possible. We all know that modern Konami is all about making bad decisions. Ninja Breadman, Mythmakers, Trixie and Toyland, Anubis 2, and Rock'n'Roll Adventures. You may be wondering, why is this entry made up of 4 different games? Well, despite its clever camouflage, all 4 of these games are in fact the same exact game. Leave it to our friends over at Data Design Interactive to sell the same shitty game 4 different times. Our story begins not on the Wii, but on the PS2. A 3D platformer titled Ninja Breadman was released, and quickly became known as one of the worst games of all time. However, the title originally began as a reimagining of the Commodore Amiga classic, Zool Ninja the Nth Dimension. Zoo Digital Publishing commissioned Data Design to do the reboot, but after seeing that the prototype was hot ass, they cut ties and took Zool with them. Data Design didn't want their code to go to waste, so they continued working on it, eventually leading it to become Ninja Breadman. Data Design seems to love making their bad games worse, so they shoehorned motion controls into the Wii version. In order for Ninja Breadman to jump, you have to shake the nunchuck upwards, and if you want him to double jump, you have to flick it again. Why they thought this would be a good idea for a 3D platformer, where jumping is like 75% of it, is beyond us. It's a shame really, because the pun title of Ninja Breadman is actually kind of clever, if only it was used for an actual good game. But
imagine taking a trip to America and all the people in the cities have the same graphics as these games. That'd be fucking sick, dude. That'd be fucking sick, la. Hang on. What's going on here? Oh, it's fucking... What is going on here? Oh. Fucking hell. Hello. What the hell is going on? Oh, the fucking thing was so close to getting... Oh, well, it seems like, the audio went off. Ah, shit. Well, it's nearly ended anyway. Anyway, has anyone got any questions before I go? Just gonna check something out. Your PC can't handle the graphics. I know, yeah, it's fucking something in it. Holy shit, man. My PC. Oh no. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with one more thing. I'm going to link something. And I want your opinion on it. And then I'm going to get off. Anyway, I'll be off. And this is what I've been working on as it on the link. Don't hold back your opinions. Tell me what you really think. So in case I need to change anything. So, yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed myself. You've all been a blast, and it's good to be back. This is like being like the best stream I've done in a while, man. This has been fun. Makes a change to reminisce on some of those videos. Fucking hell, it's been a wild ride.